The Event Omega podcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience. You set?
My face is tired.
Your face is tired. Yeah, you start with that already. Your face is tired. You're gonna start that. All right, let's go with the countdown right now. Here we go.
5.
5. Let's go. 4.
3. 2. 1.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's a whole new year for us. Let's go, baby. Y'all should know exactly how this is going to be. First pod of the new year. I'm hoping that everybody has had a good time. And to put it like this, I'm hoping that things go great for 2022. I'm hoping that everything is everything for everybody. So with that said, Podcast Nation, Main Event TV, aka Me TV, aka the Iron Lung, aka the Iron Man at the frying pan. We're here in 2022. Let's be happy that we're here. I'm here with, should I start with, I don't know, who should I start with today since we're man down? Should I just start with, okay, you know what? I'll start with Mr. Wing Zero. Alright, we start here.
Korean booty
I'm here with Curious Doom. I'm here with Ben Olson. And also, I will say, in spirit, I will say that the Red Comet is here with us. With that said, gentlemen, how has been y'all weekend? How has been y'all holiday? How has been y'all New Year?
My holiday and New Year has been great. I mean, I've been playing Mass Effect lately, and I watched Die Hard on Christmas.
Die Hard! See, Die Hard, I told y'all, Die Hard. On Christmas, Die Hard. It's not Christmas until, I told you before, until Hans Gruber falls from the Nakatomi Plaza. Then it's truly Christmas. I don't know if
I was supposed to watch Endless Waltz as well, but it hit 12 o'clock, so I couldn't watch it.
You can still watch it.
What happened, man? You mean to tell me that you skipped up after Colony 195?
Wow,
man!
Dude, I was playing my game and I was watching Die Hard at the same time.
Ooh,
okay.
Oh, we got a believer. Hold on, we got a believer. We have a believer. See, he said, hold on. He said he actually got a chance to see Die Hard, and it is a Christmas movie. Round of applause. We got one. We got one, people. That's right. It's a Christmas movie.
Fucking live free, die hard, bitches.
He said he watched it too on Christmas. Okay, everyone's, but you know what? Everybody seems to be watching on Christmas. We're converting people these days. Another round of applause. Yes. The Die Hard on Christmas movie. I don't want to hear it.
You see, chat, our background was supposed to be different today since we had during our meeting yesterday.
Yeah, but I opted not to. It wouldn't have made any sense. It wouldn't have made no sense.
We were supposed to have the greatest person in our background.
The greatest protagonist ever to ever grace a video game.
Ever.
Yes. Fem Rider was supposed to be our background. Greatest protagonist ever to grace a video game.
God damn it.
With that shit-eating grin.
Yep.
Maybe next episode we'll have it in the background.
But it seems like everyone's had a good holiday, a good Christmas. Good, I'm hoping that 2022 brings something new other than back to this virus strain, because it seems like they're trying to bring us back to 2020, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen. A lot of places closing up here, a lot of people in the hospital, over this. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. I'm hoping that 2022 goes well for everybody. I'm hoping that the pod does, everybody here at the pod, everything goes well for us, as well as you, the audience. Hopefully, wait, hold on. They say something. What? Oh no.
Fuck the fam.
Oh no! They're asking. Everyone's saying everyone stay safe. But yeah, everyone please stay safe. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, but they say just a bit tired. Yeah, some of the people said they're great, just a bit tired. And you know what? It is.
I've got high hopes for 2022.
Yeah,
I've got high hopes.
Yeah,
unless you're playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that shit will put you to fucking sleep.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm hoping that everybody has a good 2022. I mean, who really? Look at them, wrap your dick in plastic 2022. They already starting. Look at this.
Stop it.
In aluminum foil. Damn.
Question about that.
Well, I'm just saying it's gonna be like the Naked Gun where everyone was dressed up. I mean,
Yeah,
was
speaking about the Naked Gun, though, I still want to see the rest of the 32 fucking movies.
Well, you should know that there's not going to be 32 more movies. And Leslie Nielsen, God rest his soul, has passed on.
Come on. Oh,
so.
you fucking ass. Oh, I was going to say.
So, yeah.
I
So,
just had a cat running.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. We're going to talk about sports real quick. Let's get started on sports. Let's talk. Oh, do we got to talk? I guess we got to talk about this.
Yeah, because it's your fucking...
Yeah, we
talk about.
Yeah. All right,
Get ready, folks.
Chelsea's Lukaku is not happy with his situation and wants to go back to Inter Milan. Man, let me. Where's my gun? I'm gonna start early. Where's my fuck him? Fuck him. All right. You gotta be kidding me that this is where we're starting. Look, he said some dumb shit, and now he's saying he want to go back to Inter Milan. And then now he's trying to say that he wants to apologize for saying that for his words after insulting the management, after insulting our coach, or should I say the manager, insulting the actual team, insulting the fans. Nobody wants him back. And the funny part is that Inter Milan fans have said that they don't want Lukaku back, that he isn't welcome back. They actually made a banner saying that, and this is what the banner says when he made it out in the middle of the rain, mind you. They made it. All right, it says, it doesn't matter who runs away in the rain. It matters who stays in the storm. Bye, Lukaku. Like,
damn, that's savage.
That's cold.
To be honest, I don't even know this motherfucker, but that bitch needs to be out of here.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people want him out of here, but no one's gonna take him.
Yeah, and I can remember a certain fucking team manager going, "Oh, let's forgive him now. It's all in the past." And his fucking apology is, "Oh, I did it too soon."
The chat saying, you know who's prepared for 2022? Batman. That's right. He's always prepared. Batman is always prepared. And we were just talking about this before we had started. I don't know if anyone has seen it yet, but Batman new animated movie is out on HBO Max. It is called Batman Soul of a Dragon. Yeah. You watching the game?
Yeah. You watching the game? You just smacked the player in the face, in the back of the head.
Yeah, well. Well, like I was saying, Batman Soul of a Dragon is now out on HBO Max. It is based out in the 70s, where Batman, and they changed the names and all, but you can tell it's Batman with Bruce Lee and Jim Kelly and all them. That's the feel that you get with this movie, this animated movie. If you haven't had a chance to see it, please, by all means, watch it. It's pretty good. What you thought Spider-Man? Oh, we got Spider-Man talk today. Yes, the chat's already beating us to it. We have Spider-Man No Way Home talk today. We do.
I swear, we've got an insider leaker somewhere.
We do. We have Spider-Man No Way Home talk. Don't worry about it. We will get to it. But like I was saying, in more news with sports, for those who don't know, a woman got marshaled. I don't know if anyone knows what that means. Anyone knows have ever seen the Brady Bunch? All right, now we're showing the age here, gentlemen. With the Brady Bunch, where she got hit with a ball and all of a sudden her nose swelled up. This is what happened in basketball. For those who don't know, a woman was hit by a ball thrown into the stands by Christian Wood and is upset over his response. Now, Christian Wood said that he apologized for doing it because it was out of emotion. You know what I mean? But understandable that he said if she comes back to the game that he will get her floor seats. That's what he said. The thing is, though,
those seats are expensive too.
They're very expensive, but she got upset.
$50,000, right?
Yeah, she got upset because he used a laughing emoji afterwards. That's what she's upset over. The laughing emoji afterwards. Yes, because apparently he's laughing while saying it, and she got upset. And her doctor's telling her that she shouldn't go back to a basketball game, not until for 3 months, just in case. But she's very upset over the fact that he wants to give her free seats. She's not even upset over being hit, but the fact that he laughed about it.
What kind of bitch made shit is that?
Well, I'm just saying.
Trying to get compensation. Is that what she's trying to do?
No, she's not even trying to get compensation. She's not. She's
just mad
taking the
because of
offer.
emoji.
She's mad over the emoji. That's what she's mad over.
That's just it just means like we do grow up.
It is.
That's way worse than shit.
So with that said, we can move on. We might as well just get into it. I'm telling you now, we're about to get into it. Antonio Brown. All right. Now, before we get started, Antonio Brown. Yeah, oh my God, Antonio Brown.
What?
I shared another article about him last night.
Yeah, I saw it. Antonio Brown, AB. Let's get started. Antonio Brown leaves mid-game, taking off his clothes and citing that he's had an ankle injury. All right, now this is the loaded one for me. All right, because wait, what are you saying? Is this show sponsored by Paris Saint-Germain? No, it's not. No.
Who's trying to cause drama?
You should know who's trying. Prince is trying to cause drama. You should know this.
Wow.
No, it is not. It will never be. All right.
Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain can't win a
the only Saint Germain I know is my nigga from Castlevania. That's it.
Well, no, this Paris Saint-Germain. No. Before you know, he's gonna want to start posting shoes on here. No, stop it. Stop it. All right. With that said,
I might have to ask for compensation for that as well.
You ask for compensation?
I might get mad if you piss an emoji.
So, AB. Now you're going to give you a little bit more fuel. AB. Antonio Brown, as I said, leaves mid-game, taking off his clothes, citing ankle injury. Now, look. AB, there's a number of stories that's going around that are floating around that kind of make sense and those that don't make sense. And in this situation, we're seeing one that does make sense where he was being shorted on how many catches he has. Now, he only needed a number of catches in order to get his actual incentive bonus, but he wasn't getting it. Now, with that said, if he says that his ankle's hurting, is injured, and that's it, and his coach is saying, Bruce Arians is saying, no, you're going to go out there and I'm going to force you to go play, then he said, no, I'm not going to play on it because it's too tender. Then, Bruce Arians said, all right, then you're done. Now, I'm not sure which story is real, but for what I have seen afterwards, it's not even the fact that he took off his clothes and all that stuff, but it's the fact of what he said on, I don't even want to mention this podcast. It's a podcast he went on, which was the dumbest fucking podcast I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how they landed him, but it was a stupid podcast that he went on because they just didn't stop him from snitching on himself. Like, you gotta you have to wrangle him in. You don't just let him get diarrhea of the mouth and just let him say whatever. You have to direct him on what's being said. That's what you have to do, or at least combat him on certain things. This man talked about, well, when he was out there, he was gonna moon the crowd and everything. He felt like mooning the crowd. What the hell did the crowd do to you? The crowd did nothing. The fans did nothing. And they just let that shit go.
Why is he punishing everybody else for his deal?
Exactly. That's what made no sense. And nobody challenged him on it. They just let him talk. And I'm like, stop it. Just stop. At least somebody interrupt him and say, dude, what's the problem? Why were you going to do that? No, they just let him talk and they laughed along with it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all just letting him incriminate himself more and more. Then he talked about how, his teammates, how he loves his teammates, but then he was pocket watching. He was sitting there talking about how much they made and how much he was like, I'm the most valuable guy on the team right now. And while that may be true that he's the most valuable guy on the team, why are you talking about salaries and contracts if you have so much money? It makes no sense to me. So as far as I'm concerned, it made no sense. And then, and look, even the chat, before I can get to it, the chat's already talking about he threw Brady under the bus. Yeah, he threw Tom Brady under the bus. Tom Brady, who stuck his neck out for him to say, hey, we need this guy. We can, get this guy on our team, and he can, even though, he has some controversial things, he can still be a productive player on the field. And he threw Tom Brady under the bus. So it's like, dude, there's a number of problems. Like I said, that podcast had to be one of the worst podcasts I've ever seen in my life because they just let him talk and talk and talk, and all he did was make him. He didn't help his case at all, and they were just like ha 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 ha, bunch of fucking dorks. That's what they were. A bunch of fucking dorks who were happy to have someone like AB on the show and didn't know how to conduct a fucking interview. They lost all their damn brains all their brains went to their ass as far as I'm concerned. And
See,
like,
unlike
they didn't care.
they didn't.
Put it like this. See, unlike our podcast, we have class.
It's not even about having class as it is having common sense and knowing when to stop him at first and question him and not just let him just talk. Because the more he talked, the worse he made himself look. They didn't, like I said, they didn't try to reel him in at all. They didn't try to direct him in specific ways with questions. They were just letting him talk just to let him talk, and it made him look worse than what he was. And that's the problem we have. Like, it goes to show you, not everyone can do a podcast. Not everyone can do an interview. And these guys clearly showed that they couldn't. Now, did they get hits off it? Of course they did, because they had AB on their show. Of course.
Yep.
But it goes to show you that not everyone.
What they were going for.
Exactly, but that's all it was. You can tell. Not everyone can do this shit. Not everyone. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's why we're better.
Yeah, look, everyone said dead ass challenge him. Exactly, challenge him on some things. And they didn't. They were just like, it's AB. Let him say his thing. It's AB. Not one time. Look at the chat is saying there's a thing called media training. Yeah, but I think these are a bunch of guys who are sitting around in the house. They don't know what media training is. Even they don't even know. Still, you don't even need media training. You just need common sense. Yo, you're going too far, B. You got to calm that down. You're going too far. Direct him. Even if you feel he's talking too much, what you should do is ask him a different question.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. Get him off of that before he incriminates himself. And they just let him talk. That was it. It was a shame to watch.
They just let him talk to hear his head rattle?
No, yeah, that's all.
Had O.J. Simpson to Bill and Clinton's murdering.
They didn't stop him. They didn't try to do anything. They were just like, it's AB. Like fucking idiots. Like I said, I'm not going to mention the podcast because the podcast was absolutely. It's like I said, it was so stupid and it was so brain dead. I couldn't believe that AB would actually go on that show. I couldn't believe it.
In other words, they were Gabaggio.
And it's funny because I'm thinking to myself, how much did they actually pay for this? They had to pay something for it. I went to their Twitter, their Twitter handle. They only had 7,000 followers, so I'm thinking, what's going on here? But you know what I mean. If that's the case, we could probably have pulled them if that was the case. But then again, AB, I'm sorry, but AB, I'd have challenged AB on a number of things, but. That's just me. I mean, you get a better focus on things, but they just let him talk. That's all it was. I don't know.
Goddamn.
But let's move on, shall we? Because goddamn AB. That's how I feel. Goddamn AB. With that being said, when AB decided he left the field, he went to go release a rap song. That's right. He released a rap song. He literally left the field and was like, B, let's go to the studio. I got bars.
I'm pushing it.
Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, I just so down. But it seems
that ankle, though.
The ankle, though. The ankle. I mean, the ankle ain't enough to perform on. Well, the ankle apparently wasn't enough to perform on, but it was enough to go to the studio. And then afterwards, he went to the basketball game. So he knew what he was doing.
But that ankle, though.
Yeah, look, even the chat's like, what? Yeah, he went to the studio and released the rap song. That's what he did afterwards.
But his ankle, though.
But his ankle is hurting, though.
Is he gonna say his rap song gonna be "My Ankle's Tired"?
Well, no, his ankle need help. Nah, look. It looks like at this point, I don't think after the way he's treated his players or so to say fellow teammates in Tampa Bay. Yeah, I don't think anybody. It's after that interview, if you want to call it a fucking interview, because before people were like, okay, maybe we can take AB's side on this and maybe he can go to a different team. But after the way he acted on that podcast, that was pretty much it. I don't see another team ever picking him up. I think he's done in football, unless he goes to the XFL, which comes out in a year. I think he's done. I think he's done.
Even then, like, would you really want to have like a player like that, like a Lukaku or fucking Ben or fucking anyone like that who's
Lukaku. That name sounds so funny. Why he sounds like a Super Mario character?
Well, that's his name. I can't do nothing about that. But we have more news though. We do have. Look, the chat is saying Snoop Rap murder was the case in a wheelchair. He did, he did, and then proceeded to say he was innocent. But but let's move on because we have some more sports news that's just heartbreaking at this point. The Las Vegas Raiders. Now, we know that the Las Vegas Raiders had problems with Henry Ruggs, right, the third. We remember the car crash that happened and DUI that happened. It was really sad what happened. You would think that the Raiders, or at least the teammates, would learn from this situation. No, not at all. Because for those who don't know, Raiders' Nate Hobbs is arrested for DUI. He allegedly passed out in his car in Vegas. I don't know what's going on with the Las Vegas Raiders or the Los Angeles Raiders or the Oakland Raiders or whatever the fuck you want to call the Raiders at this point, but it's absolutely ridiculous that
refrigerators.
Yeah, right. The refrigerators. Look, I just don't understand it. I don't. You have a serious case that just happened not too long ago, and now this, and I just don't understand. I don't get it.
They must be playing too much Ray Shallons, I guess.
Dude, like, there has to be personal. There has to be some accountability. There has to be.
Yeah, there's something wrong with coaching because discipline. You won't be getting away with that if you tried that in any other sport. You'd be in dead shit.
Yeah, see the ridiculous Raiders. Yeah, the ridiculous Raiders. You can call them whatever you want, chat. I mean.
The Coke Raisers.
John Madden here. I forgot he passed away.
Yeah, John Madden. Yeah, John Madden passed away. We haven't forgotten that. John Madden has passed away, and it's sad. But that was also another thing with the Raiders. That it seems like the Raiders have taken hit after hit after hit, and yet they were still at one point in contention to make the playoffs. Yeah, and still in contention, and you still in. Yeah, look, the chat has beaten me to it already. Like, look, and still be in playoff contention. Yeah, like that's crazy.
I think they should be disqualified from attempting this year.
I don't know. Keep having it. But the Raiders, it seems the Raiders just have some problems. I don't get it. Like, and this reflects on the coaching as well because I mean, before we talked about this, how teams, and for those who do not know, teams are now offering Ubers for these players. So if these players decide to drink too much, they have team mandated Ubers for them so that they can get to point A to point B. There's no excuse why they need to be drunk and then getting into a car. There's no excuse.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Take the Uber. It's not that hard.
Exactly, but they want to be all gun ho and party hardy.
I just don't understand it. Like, if you can get an Uber, get an Uber. Jesus Christ.
It's sad to see. Wait, no.
They just can't be bothered with it, I guess, because celebrity.
Yep.
Well,
someone did bring a good point in the chat about the Madden games.
Yeah, I see. Will they still be made? Yes. You talk about EA will still make Madden. EA will make Madden forever. Yeah, they will make Madden forever. But in more news,
as long as they got the NFL license, which they'll never give up.
Yeah, well, remember, I just want to remind everybody that last pod that we did this, we had a lot of news about fans acting up. And it seems, if you haven't realized by now, this pod, it's all on the players. It's all on the players acting up. It's all players. For those who don't know.
Not the fans this time.
Yeah, it's not the fans. Not the fans this time.
The fans actually have been wholesome for once. That's not
a good thing. Right? For those who don't know, the Houston Rockets suspend Kevin Porter and Christian Wood 1 game for poor behavior. Now, for those who don't know, these guys were benched at one point. And they were benched because I guess the Houston Rockets felt they had them, travel and then not play. They didn't play against the Sixers. They didn't play against another team, I believe. But apparently their poor behavior got them in trouble. It got to a point where they actually tried to fight the coaches. They tried to get up and fist fight with the coaches on the Houston Rockets team.
Damn.
I don't know what's going on with these players. I don't get it. Like, if
we're losing. I'm gonna fuck you up, coach.
I don't understand.
You better watch your back in the fucking dressing room, boy.
I mean,
Fucking
even if the coach decides to bench you for your poor behavior or whatever, or just in general, if you decide he's not going to play you today, you just got to suck that one up. You can't get mad and decide to start fighting coaches.
Like,
I mean, come on.
I don't want to keep bringing up football, but Aubameyang, was suspended for a long time and still isn't playing, and he's not moaning or complaining.
Right, you said football. Which football we're talking about? We're talking about soccer? We're talking about the actual.
Oh, you used the S word.
Soccer. That's racism. That's racism right there.
You used the S
Said
word.
the wrong word there, man.
Yes, you did.
We're gonna have to suspend you for 100,000. I don't know.
You can't suspend me.
You're European football.
Well, with that said, we also say that we said that the fans have been very, as Ben said, the fans have been very wholesome. And for those who don't know, a hockey fan alerts Seattle Kraken's equipment manager of a cancerous mole. Now, apparently, this fan was a nursing assistant, and she spotted the mole on the back of his neck, and she realized how big it was and how red it was. And with that said, she had put on her cell phone, she had typed it on her cell phone, your mole may be cancerous, and you need to get it checked out. So when the equipment manager he saw the message, and when he went to get it checked out, here it was that it was a cancerous mole, and he got it removed. So right on time. So I want to say, round of applause for that one. Round of applause.
Yeah, good on.
That was a good eye. That's a good eye.
Gotta have them doctors around.
Yep. Well, no, it wasn't even a doctor around. It was a fan who was at the game. So I mean, look, round of applause for that one. Definitely.
Why didn't any of the medical go? That looks a little bit odd, man.
Medical staff?
This is so that old.
Don't know. I don't know. But speaking, since we're talking people who need help and with the medical staff, let's talk about this shit. All right, this is an update from last pod. For those who don't know, Zach Stacy. All right. Now, for those who remember, Zach Stacy's the one who whooped his girlfriend's ass, put her through a child's play toy, was damn near choke slammed her, did all kinds of shit to her. I mean,
it was a WWE match.
He really did put her through everything. Yeah. So with that said, Zach Stacy's update. He tells the police that his ex-girlfriend staged the brutal attack. He's saying that she set him up to do that. Yes.
So we're playing RPG. So we're playing RPG 1 Beta Simulator. What the fuck?
I'm telling you.
No, I think Homeboy's just straight up fucking delusional.
You know what?
Drugs.
At this, I don't think he's on drugs. I think at this point, we may have, in all seriousness, I think that we may have a serious case of CTE on our hands when it comes to Zach Stacy. I think it is.
Okay.
Because someone being that violent, and you know what, and I don't want to just blame CTE for everything because of his aggression and his violence. I don't. But this one may be a case of it. And because to sit back and to not take any accountability and to sit here and blame your girlfriend, the one that you just put through all this stuff, and apparently it's not the first time he's done this. I don't know, man. I don't know how to wrap my head around this one.
Like, my thing is, how can you lie about it if you were caught on camera?
Yeah, well, he's not saying he didn't do it. He's saying that she set him up to do it. That's what he's saying. And I don't believe that at all.
He probably did it because of what happened last time to her. Because if this is the more than once, then she obviously learned her lesson and decided to set up a camera.
Damn, they say Michael Bay directed the scene. Damn.
Well, somebody in our quick sidetrack. Somebody in our chat is a actual teacher now. They got their teacher. Like,
oh wait, you're an actual teacher. Oh wait, round of applause for that
one. We got some positive.
Yeah, I know. We're not really on the positive news thing today because there's so much going on with players. And this one next is players and their wives. Now, we don't know just how accurate this is because everyone's still talking about it. But Steph Curry and his wife, Ayesha, allegedly have an open marriage with side hookups. I don't know. I mean, this almost sounds like one step away from divorce here. I mean, it really.
This is Hulk Hogan in DMs.
Hogan DMs. I mean,
Hogan's gonna go to DMs.
I don't know. I mean, if they're okay with the side hookup thing, I guess. I mean, okay, but also it begs the question: what was the point of getting married? I have to beg the question. You know what I mean? Like, what was the point?
Well, I mean,
like,
it also poses the question too. So what happens if she gets pregnant with some other guy?
Well, yeah. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I don't think Steph is putting the bill on that one. If he does, he's going to be called a cuck. So I mean, you should know how that's going to go.
Well, he can't. Well, the thing is, he can't complain because he's okay with this open relationship thing.
Yeah.
While being married. So
yeah, or vice versa. What if he gets someone else pregnant? Then what? And then
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's a whole different story.
He's supposed to pay it.
So yeah, I don't know.
About the child.
But speaking of cucks, and we're going to talk about cucks real quick. For those who don't know, Alberto Del Rio. Where's my fucking gun? Where's my fucking gun? Alberto Del Rio.
This piece of work.
Alberto Del Rio says that he has footage that would get Paige from WWE fired. Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Because he's a vindictive asshole.
Now look. I can understand if you have stuff to, you have footage of something to protect you, you know what I mean, just in case something like this happens again, or to show her wild misconduct or whatever, or her lying or whatever. I can understand it in defense to protect yourself. But to sit here and say, I got footage that could get her fired, motherfucker, that's abusive as shit. That's abusive as shit. You know what I mean? That's abusive. And there's no reason to still be a bully, and because this is what abusers do. I don't understand how he still got off with the kidnapping charges, but I mean, to still say that you have footage of all this stuff, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I put it like this: when it comes to Paige, we've seen a lot worse footage of Paige when she's done during WWE stint, and they still haven't fired her. All right. We're not going to forget the whole sex tape thing that we saw.
Yes, somebody said shout out to Xavier.
I can't stand that dude.
Wow.
Y'all have no idea how much I hate that dude. Y'all have no idea. I mean, there's a reason I went on before.
Well, it also could mean that Del Rio might be trying to do some, pull some blackmail shit,
Well, it is.
To get her to do something.
It could be. You never know. And if depending on what he wants out of it, it could be extortion, depending on what it is. But I feel like
he's back in WWE.
Well, he's not going back there. I tell you that. But I mean, it goes to show you that like abusers will still find a way to abuse people. They will. Like I said, I can understand if it was for his defense or it's defensive, but that's not what the case is here. And on top of this, Alberto Del Rio again. Motherfucker. Alberto Del Rio getting my fucking gun. This fucking guy. He decides that he's going to tease an AEW debut. He's teasing it.
Which never happened.
Never fucking happened. Never. And it's absolutely ridiculous that he would sit here and say that it's going to happen. No one's going to take a chance on Alberto Del Rio, regardless of his controversial, I don't know, innocence, if you want to call it that. if you want to call it that, I'm still shocked at the fact that he got away with kidnapping somebody. I mean,
he calls himself the El Patron, though.
It doesn't matter what the fuck he calls himself. The fact is, don't nobody want his ass. That's what it is.
See,
he's done. He is done. He's not.
DUD?
Yeah.
Tony Khan might have him, maybe.
No, I really doubt he will. There's too many.
It's Carnage on treats today.
He has too many people on roster as it is. He's not going to AEW. Not at all. That's wishful thinking on his end. Yeah, they need more women.
OJ?
They need more women. They do. Yeah. Did you say OJ? Yeah. Alberto Del Rio is the OJ of wrestling. He is. He's kind of the OJ of wrestling right now. He is. No one's gonna touch him. So with that said, let's move on. We're going to talk about, and we're telling y'all now, we're going to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, full review. Now, we talked about No Way Home before without spoilers. It's been, a month? About a month it's been out? I think it's time.
Now the first, yeah.
Yeah, it's time that we talk about it in full. It's spoilers. We did it to the point where we didn't want to spoil it. Now it's time.
Yep.
All right, it's time.
Yeah, shout outs to me for saving an event from spoilers.
Just in case, like with anybody in the chat right now, if you haven't seen the movie,
yes. Yeah, I would say mute us for a little bit or something because we're getting ready to get into it. All right. So Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's
almost got screwed over, man.
Well, hold on.
I saved you.
Hold on. Yeah, you posted it and I got a chance to watch it. Spider-Man No Way Home. Mm-hmm. I know that everyone has been excited to say that this is the best Marvel movie and it beats out Endgame.
And Infinity War.
And Infinity War. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I don't think it beats out Infinity War and Endgame. I think that if anything, no, go ahead.
You can compare them. You really can compare them because both had. Well, one Spider-Man has argument was a lot different, and the second one, well, Endgame is you have higher stakes in play.
Exactly.
So you can.
Thank you. There's higher stakes in play. It's the best. Don't get me wrong. It's the best Spider-Man movie we've ever seen.
Yep.
Yeah, but it is. But understand.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, with the ripping and tearing of the fabric of the universe, I would kind of say that's a little bit more than what Thanos brought on.
I don't know. Now Thanos killed half the world. So, and to try to bring them back, you know what I mean, jumping through time, I think Strange wasn't even around for that. You know what I mean? So it was.
He was also wiped out too. But yeah. I mean, I don't.
Well, here's my problem with Spider-Man No Way Home. They did exactly what I didn't want them to do, which was they took One More Day and they ran with it. Because that's what they did. They used the comic book that everyone fucking hates in comics. Everyone hates One More Day when it was retconned. Everyone hates it. This is how they retconned it. The only difference is that in No Way Home, they made One More Day better. How? Because they gave you they sprinkled in the multiverse with it, which they didn't do in the comic book. One More Day is the same thing. He went to Doctor Strange, whoever. It's the same thing. He had to make sure that nobody knew who he was and start all over again. That's what One More Day was. You know what I mean? They sent him, so that him and Mary Jane had to re-meet each other and all kinds of shit, and everything was different. But all they did was sprinkle in the multiverse and give you some villains and say, okay, we're still going to give you One More Day, but we're going to put multiverse in the middle of it so that you have some action. That's the difference. Now, I personally did, like I said, any fan who's read One More Day knows that was a piece of heaping shit. Piece of shit.
Who was the writer?
I think it was Joe Q. I think Joe Quesada, I believe. Quesada? Whatever.
I thought it was gonna be your favorite writer.
No.
Your best buddy.
No, I believe this was Joe Q's decision to do. I don't know if he wrote it, but I believe it was his decision. He took the heat for it. So that's how I felt about exactly the whole thing. I think that like I said, Spider-Man. I put like this. I've watched Endgame and Infinity War a number of times. I mean, multiple times. Spider-Man No Way Home, I don't see myself watching it that much. Like as repeat again, over and over. I don't see myself watching it over and over. I think that you had such a plethora of characters that interacted with each other that was really interesting at the time when it came to Infinity War and when it came to Endgame. I don't think that Spider-Man, you had 3 Spider-Man talking to each other, which is fine. I mean, they gave you some Easter eggs because, let's be honest here. You only got 5
and some
villains.
Memes too.
Yeah, you got some memes too. Don't get me wrong. You got 5 villains, which shout outs to Green Goblin. Jesus Christ.
William Dafoe.
He made the movie.
That was man.
Yeah, he made the movie. But
like he said,
he said he wouldn't come back unless they met a condition of his, and they're like, all right, and so we got him, and which was,
they say, you know who Thanos didn't take? Batman. Yeah, well, yeah.
That's because Batman was ready for it.
He was always ready for
Batman's a cut.
No, Batman was ready for it, so he knew what was going to happen. But I mean,
Batman was
the only downside is Thanos wasn't riding around in his Thanos copter.
Yeah, right. So I mean, it goes to show you that, like I said, for me, this movie. I mean, you got 5 villains, but technically they had teased a 6th villain. And for those,
yes, and you never saw him.
You never saw him, but guess what? They teased it, and that was actually Ned. And y'all have to understand that, given his name and given the universe, that's supposed to be Hobgoblin. Just to let you know.
Well, technically, it's an 8th.
An 8th? Well, an 8th?
No, I know exactly. I know exactly who Ben's talking about.
All right, go ahead. No, go ahead. This is what it's for. Go ahead.
Talking about Vulture.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, Vulture. We know Vulture.
Venom.
Yeah.
Venom as well.
Well, yeah, we know Vulture.
Oh, then.
Huh?
Because the intro of Venom in the end of the credits.
Well, yeah, and then Venom at the end credits. Yeah, and we know that Venom will be part of his world. But understand,
just get them after.
Well, Ned did lose. He did. The actor did lose a lot of weight for the movie. We did see that. Yeah, the symbiote stayed at the end.
Betray you.
Yeah, no, and everyone. Yeah, see, they're talking about Venom. All right, let's get into this. Venom went back. Eddie Brock went back to his world, but he left a piece of symbiote there at the end. So that definitely means that we will see a different version of Venom come to into Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man eventually.
Yeah.
We will see that.
Hopefully with the same voice actor.
I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be in the next trilogy.
Yeah, it'll be
somewhere
in the next trilogy. We know that that Morbius.
It'd be cool
coming.
if it's Maximum Carnage.
It would be interesting, but I mean, remember, we know that Morbius is coming. We know that movie's coming out. We know that Kraven is coming. We know that Kraven's going to be around. I mean, they're bringing out all the new villains. Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. I have noticed that even though I noticed a lot of Batman talk in the chat, Batman has such a rogue gallery that keeps him going. I think the only hero that can really go up against Batman's rogue gallery when it comes to villains is Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man has such a rogue gallery himself. I don't, you know what I mean? And I think that people kind of take that for granted. You know, everyone always talks about Batman's rogue gallery, but not everyone talks about Spider-Man's rogue gallery until a movie comes out or something. But everyone always talks about Batman's rogue gallery. So
we still haven't seen the full villains in Spider-Man movies yet. We haven't seen Rhino. We haven't seen Scorpion.
Well, we saw Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man. We know that. We saw that.
Yeah.
But I mean, but we haven't seen Scorpion just yet. But I mean, you got Electro, you got Shocker, you got Doc Ock, you got Lizard, you got Green Goblin. I mean, you got a number of villains that you know, and you got Sandman. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a number, like, they didn't even bring in Hydro Man yet. Like, there's so many villains. They got, you know, they brought in, was it?
But they did tease,
who's Spider-Man's Joker? I would say Green Goblin. Green Goblin is.
Yeah, I would assume a Goblin, too.
Yeah, Green Goblin.
But they did kind of tease Kingpin, in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, and we know that Daredevil was in Spider-Man No Way Home.
That took me by surprise. I was happy to see.
He's a good lawyer.
Yeah, well, yeah. And here's the thing. Also, you have to understand that if you haven't watched Hawkeye actually has Kingpin in it. He actually fights Kate Bishop.
Yes.
So
yes, I love Hawkeye.
Yeah. So Kingpin is still in the MCU. Don't let it fool you. He's in the MCU.
Hey, which Kingpin that they used?
They used the one from Daredevil Netflix. Yes.
Nice.
So
from what I understand, with this whole, you know, screwing up of the spell that Strange cast, mind you, this is a completely different Daredevil and a different Kingpin. Because so you're gonna have the Netflix Kingpin, and then you're gonna have the MCU Kingpin.
Well, it depends on what they do. It depends on how dark they want to go. Disney. I think the chat is saying, Chat is saying about Miles Morales. Yes, they gave a nod to Miles Morales, in No Way Home.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That
was funny when Jamie Foxx mentioned it.
Yeah, when he mentioned it. Yeah,
he's like, man, I thought you were black.
Yeah, so yeah, they definitely gave a nod to Miles Morales in No Way Home. So don't be surprised if we don't see him. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be in a certain movie.
Shit, I look forward to it. I expect it. I hope it happens.
Yeah, I hope it happens as well. I think that this is something that's interesting. I don't think that Doctor Strange was able to close the portal as much as he says he was. So yeah.
This is going to be ripped.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch the multiverse for that one.
Yeah, we'll probably find out more on Multiverse of Madness.
Well,
I'll tell you one thing, though. My favorite part in No Way Home was the villain banter.
The banter between each other's villains were really nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they did it. The script was written well. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the One More Day script or the arc that they gave him. I'm not a fan of it. So that really didn't go well with me. That didn't go well.
Was that the whole of the movie, or was that just like a piece of it, like the first half of the?
No, that was just a piece of it. Just the beginning of it, and then the end. That's where they got One More Day. That's where they got it. Okay. I mean, yeah, but other than that, and they did it differently too, because in the comic book, Spider-Man reveals himself in general because he's on the side of Tony when it comes to Civil War. So when Civil War is over, Spider-Man says, "Hey, he takes his mask off. It's an actual press conference, and says, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man." And it's the same way you almost saw that press conference in Homecoming, at the end of Homecoming. Remember when Tony said that at the end he was like, "Yeah, we got a press conference for you, and we want to say that you're an Avenger." It's a little different that they did in Civil War, because after Civil War is over, he says, I'm on the side of the Registration Act, and then he takes off his mask. And then when all the villains come after him and his aunt and all that type of stuff, he tells Tony, he's like, I got no protection. No one's protecting me. You know what I mean? Everyone knows who my aunt and Mary Jane is and all this type of stuff. And there's no help whatsoever. There's no help for Spider-Man. And Spider-Man actually ends up fighting Iron Man. So, yeah. So, like I said, it's an interesting arc because I have it. And I just didn't like the fact that if we're going to go dark, and they went dark for Hollywood standards when it came to No Way Home, but they didn't go dark as in the comic book standard. Like I said, because when he went dark, Kingpin, like I said, he busted into jail. He busted into jail to make sure that he busted into jail to fight Kingpin. So it goes to show you it's a whole different story.
He also did that bit with Green Goblin, didn't he? Like he killed Mary Jane and he goes berserk and he tried and kill him. And had to take the other Spider-Man to stop him.
Well, he kind of did that in No Way Home. You remember when he was beating up Green Goblin? Like he was going to actually try to kill him.
Yeah, he was going to try to kill him. He wasn't trying to. He wasn't going to try to save him.
And then the what was it? I want to say Peter Parker. Like, what did he refer to Tobey Maguire as? Like A or B? Or was it Peter 1, Peter 2? Anyway, well, he was the one that stepped in and basically told him don't do it.
Well, yeah, people are asking, and they're talking in the chat. Who's running Stark Industries? Pepper's running the show. That's what we know so far. And the thing is,
AKA Rescue.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night during the meeting, and we might as well talk about it now just a little bit. It's kind of hard to understand what's going on that end of the spectrum because we don't know what Iron Wars is going to bring. No, I'm sorry, Armor Wars is going to bring. And we won't know until they actually bring out the show on Disney Plus because, as you know, this is about Rhodey, but Ironheart's going to show up, and we should see Rescue going on. But Armor Wars,
I think Pepper's going to be because, she has the Rescue armor.
Yeah, she does have Rescue armor. She does. So we'll see what happens, and when that finally comes out, how they're going to play on the MCU. I'm hoping that it's longer than 6 episodes because Hawkeye was only 6 episodes, and that pissed me off that it was only 6 episodes.
In the comic series, who else is in Armor Wars?
Oh well, you're going to get
who else got an armored suit?
Well,
made?
Armor Wars is you're going to see. I think that they're going to bring in Crimson Dynamo. That would probably be the best way to start it. I think that's the
Crimson
biggest.
Dynamo.
Yeah, Crimson Dynamo he's a complete badass. So
if they do it, if they bring in an alternate, Tony Stark, from another universe, I would love to see him fight Titanium Man.
Well, I'm hoping that they don't go that route. But something tells me they're going to. They're going to have to. I mean, look, if they keep Iron Man, they're already petitioning for Iron Man to come back. They actually had a billboard in Hollywood not too long ago saying, please bring Iron Man back. So, I mean, the fans want Iron Man back. I just don't know just how much Hollywood's going to listen. And Robert Downey Jr. said he'd do it, but it depends on the money. It really does. I don't know. I don't think Disney's really to pay that money. I really don't think they are.
Maybe he'll feel charitable.
Yeah, I don't know. But in more news,
for a little less than what he would want.
But in more news, we still have some Spider-Man news for y'all. Just to let you know, Marvel and Sony are actively developing a Spider-Man No Way Home sequel. That's right. So they're going to have a sequel for No Way Home. So we shall see what happens. As we already know, there's a big trilogy coming, but we have even more news for Spider-Man. For those who don't know, Tobey Maguire. That's right. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4 is actually in the works. That's right. So we're going to see Yep. So we're going to see his art get played out more. So we'll see. Also, in more news when it comes to Spider-Man, Tom Holland says he's taking a break from acting, but maybe it's time to see Spider-Woman, he said. So maybe, Look, people say Spider-Man. Yeah, look, everyone looked at chat saying, Spider-Man 4. Yeah, we're going to see.
That's pretty much what the things are going around now. Is that the Spider-Man 4 is in the works for Tobey
Spider-Man 4 is in the works. So, and now we're seeing Spider-Woman. We're hoping that we get we're getting Gwen to play. Yeah, there's been buzz on the internet, a rumor that they're trying to get what's her face to play Gwen again. What's her name? When the girl played Gwen in the first was it in Amazing Spider-Man? Huh?
The only problem with that though, because she was in the Amazing Spider-Man, she was never in. I know she was in Spider-Man.
Emma Stone. Emma Stone. Yeah, there's rumor about it. It's not true yet, but there's rumor. So the internet is kind of buzzing about it right now to see if she'll play Spider-Gwen. So we'll see what happens.
There's nothing solid about it. So
there's nothing
kind of up in the air.
Yeah. But so that's the news for Spider-Man that you're getting right now. But we have more news for you. Doctor Strange. That's right, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, for those who saw the ending, or at least the trailer that's going on.
Pretty damn amazing trailer, if you ask me.
It's a great trailer. I think it's funny that Doctor Strange finally shows up and sees Wanda, and she's like, look, I know I messed up. I tried to create my own reality. He's like, I'm not here for that, crazy bitch. I'm not here for that.
And then she kind of gives him that look of like, okay, then what are you here for?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not here for your crazy ass. I'm here because I need your help. You know what I mean? That's exactly what he did. So, I mean, it goes to show.
Well, I kind of cast a spell. I kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I need your help.
I need your help. Yeah. I need you to help me restore reality back to what it is. Which is why I said that's why I don't think that everything has been sealed right away. So I would think that during that time, something had to come out. With that said, look, the chat has already beaten us.
God.
They've already beat us to it.
Who's leaking this shit?
They already beat us to it. I didn't get a chance to say it yet. I was getting ready to say it. Shuma Gorath.
Damn it.
Shuma Gorath. Now look, for those who don't know, it is Shuma Gorath, but it's not Shuma Gorath. Because for those who don't know, Marvel has run into a copyright issue, forced to change Shuma Gorath's name to Gargantos. So it won't be. It is Shuma Gorath, but they had to change the name due to copyright issues. So while I would love to have heard the name Shuma Gorath, I mean they had to change the name.
I mean the damn thing looks like Shuma Gorath in the trailer.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I said right away that's Shuma Gorath. I said it right away.
Yeah.
So
yes, the very same green fuck that was in Marvel versus.
Marvel vs. Capcom, and all that, yeah.
It's the very same, but due to copyright issues, they can't use the name. So they had to use Gargantos.
Yep. So there you go.
And on top of that, how we all found out about this was because of a toy leak again.
Yeah, a toy leak. Yeah, again, people, please, people.
Stop it.
When stuff is coming out, please do not look at the toy lines. Don't look at them.
Yeah.
Because they will spoil everything for you. They tried to spoil Spider-Man No Way Home. They spoiled Ghostbusters. Now they're trying to spoil Doctor Strange. By all means, please, just stay away from the toy lines when it comes to stuff that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, if you're curious about looking at some action figures or something like that, or Legos, avoid the toy section.
Yes.
They usually somehow or miraculously put toys out on the shelf ahead of movies.
See, this is where I have always had a problem. Like, why can't you just do it before the fucking movie comes out, like a month or like a couple of weeks before, not soon?
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Yeah, this is very.
They probably didn't have it in the contract or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, so that's a real thing. Now, in more news with Doctor Strange, and this pisses me off. Doctor Strange in the comics, this is the comics. Doctor Strange is dead. Marvel Comics reveals the new Sorcerer Supreme. God, I've been saying this. Where's the fucking gun? Where's my fucking goddamn you fucking motherfuckers? How many videos did I make saying that I am so tired of Marvel killing off characters? How many times? And they always do it at the height of their popularity at the time. They do this because they want you to read books. So at the time Spider-Man was hot, let's kill Spider-Man. When the Avengers was hot, let's kill the Avengers. When I told you, all they do is kill people. Now Doctor Strange right now is a pivotal part in the MCU. Let's kill Doctor Strange. That's what they do.
They seem to be good at doing that.
They do it specifically so they try and get you to read the books. That's what they try and do. But it fails.
With all this killing off, are you trying to say they're like WWE with the mass firing?
It's kind of like they always wait until something's coming up and then they do something dramatic to the character so they hope that you catch on and you read it. That's what they do, and it's always killing off. Now, as we know, Doctor Strange will not stay dead. Just like Spider-Man didn't stay dead. Just like the Avengers didn't stay dead. None of them stayed dead. Although I can't say much about Rhodey because they've killed him off and they said that he will never come back. But, I mean... look, it's a trend that they do every time, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I am sick of it. Marvel, you need to take your ass somewhere.
No, Marvel should just do this and say it's going to release you because of budget cuts, and then go to another fucking company.
Doctor Strange is AEW now?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is AEW now. He's all elite now. Why not?
Maybe called Time Strange
from WWE.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's absolutely ridiculous. But we have more news now. Since we were talking, no, go ahead. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, since
we were just saying the chat was just saying DC might get inspired and do the same thing. I was like, yeah, but the thing is with DC, they can just fix that with a quick Speed Force.
But seriously, we're getting ready to talk about DC stuff right now. Right now. Like, what the fuck?
Is leaking of shit.
Like, look, for those who don't know, since we were talking about it earlier, Batman. That's what we talk about.
Cuckman.
So, Batman, the Batman. The Batman HBO Max release date will be set for April 2022. So it comes out in April. That is 1 month after it hits the theaters. So it goes to show you that if you don't go and see Batman when it comes out in March, it'll only be 1 month after that you can catch it on HBO Max. They're not playing around. They're not. HBO, the way HBO has their contract with WB, they're getting a lot of stuff, and they're getting a lot of stuff fast. Just to let you know. Now, I'm my personal opinion. Like, I actually genuinely do not like the Batman movie. I watched the trailer. I'm not impressed. I don't like the Batmobile. I think it looks silly. It looks like an RC car. Well, this is year one. This is year one Batman. Now, there's been a number of things that have happened as of this weekend and last night. They reveal what the Riddler looks like. We already know what the Riddler looked like, but they did a full body a picture of what the Riddler looks like, and he's based off of what is that? Which
version of Edward Nygma?
Well, it's not Edward Nygma. It's not Edward Nygma.
Not?
It's not. It's before Edward Nygma.
Wow.
So you don't get the suit and the question marks all over him and carry on. You don't get that with the Riddler. He actually looks like the what killer is that? The Matt. Oh my God, what killer is that? Not the TDK killer. He looks like the shit. What is it? You're all gonna make me pull it up. Y'all gonna make me pull it up real quick.
Okay. So this is not Edward Nygma's
Zodiac
Riddler.
There you go. Thank you. The Zodiac killer. Thank you. He's gonna make me pull up. Yeah, the Zodiac killer.
Somebody in the chat just asked where else do they play the podcast live. We do a recording here live on Twitch, and then it's edited and then uploaded to YouTube.
Yes. And
everywhere.
then
everywhere.
It's edited and uploaded to YouTube. It's on SoundCloud. It's on
Spotify, I think, right?
On Spotify. It's on Apple Music,
iTunes.
and it's on Apple iTunes, and it's on Amazon Music.
Yeah,
So
we're
yes.
everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere.
We are Legion.
So it's not Edward Nygma just yet. You're getting the fact that he's dressed like the Zodiac killer, and that's what we're seeing so far when it comes to the Riddler's outfit. The Batman definitely looks like Year One, and for those who don't know, Ben Affleck just not too long ago, he will be in the new Flash movie in Flashpoint, and he says that'll probably be his last time being Batman because it was exhausting. But he has hopes for it, so he's hoping that he did some good work. With that said, about DC Comics, because we got more news on DC Comics.
Oh yeah, I know.
This.
I hope y'all are ready for this.
Section.
I hope y'all are ready. DC Comics tortures and outright rapes Superman in the comic. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen these comic panels. I don't know if anyone has seen these comic panels, but they're absolutely ridiculous. They're ridiculous that they would rape Superman. So the question goes, why does DC Comics hate Superman? What is with them hating Superman? They have hated
because he's too fucking perfect. That's why, and they need to bring him down a peg. That's their mindset.
My thing is, how can you rape Superman if he can just punch your face off?
I'm actually keeping very calm and collected right now about this because
here's the problem though, because they said that Superman is gay, so you're raping Superman.
No, that's a different Superman.
Well, fuck's sake, come here and stop fucking this Shannon cloning these fucking Superman and just build
Somebody said, how do you rape Superman with a kryptonite dildo and a drink?
No.
So, dude,
apparently within this comic book, he was captured by the Russians, and they put him in a special room that literally nullifies his powers entirely, to where he has no powers at all. He's literally a human at that point. And they do the most heinous fucking things to him, including that. And they literally go to a point to where they break the man so bad. And
Batman came to break him out.
I'm Batman. I'm going to save you. And then comes out.
But he had to deal with that for months. So yeah,
8 months that they were doing this to him. 8 fucking months.
8 months.
So what is Batman doing in the meantime? Like kind of wank or something? Fucking 8 months.
Trying to find him.
Trying to find him. But that is the biggest question that people have had on this comic book. Why did it take so long to find Superman? That was the biggest question. Why did it take so long? But being raped and tortured for 8 months is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, look, I understand that you're trying to bring him down to a human level. I understand you're trying to bring him down to modern times. I understand that you're trying to. This is just disgusting to me. This is bad writing. Yeah. This is terrible writing.
Somebody said,
again, I can understand you tortured him, or you tortured his relationship with that girl, and he tortured her like every day in front of him. Like something like that would make sense, but you're fucking raping him. Like there's no.
Yeah, why would you need to fucking do that shit to him? Like why?
Yeah, why would you violate him like that? That makes no sense.
What for what?
Yeah, exactly, for what?
To cater to a demographic, I guess. I don't know.
Like they could have just done specific things, like poke him, prod him with the, in the arms and do experimentation on. Sure, okay, but they, for some reason, whoever wrote that shit decided to fucking say, we're gonna just, rape the hell out of this guy for 8 months. Yeah. Why? For what?
I guess
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my cool here.
No, I would rather you not keep your cool. I would rather you not. I mean,
get out.
Yeah, I would rather you not, to be honest. I mean, it can be a touchy issue, and I think that they went the wrong route about this. There's no reason to. I mean, when you're using rape as a plot,
I'm sorry, but whoever fucking wrote that shit, they need to be thrown out of a goddamn window, like from the Empire State Building.
It's not even just that. You got to blame DC as well for publishing the bullshit.
No parachute.
It's like, and also like the victims who have been raped. Like, how is this satisfactory
exactly?
For them?
How is that going to affect them? Exactly. They always talk, and that's the thing. Thank you for bringing that shit up. Where's my fucking gun? Where's the fuck? Let me tell you something real quick. All right. They always talk about inclusion, and they always talk about how these things happen, and how everyone should be represented. But when it comes to things like this, they never take into consideration who it affects. They never do. They never do.
Superman has always been an idea and an uplifting character, and they decide to do this shit to him. That just, oh my goodness.
Imagine if Toei fucking had Goku get raped by fucking Vegeta. People are gonna get ballistic.
Well, there's more news on Superman. Chuck Dixon says changing American icons like Superman and Captain America to fit modern times is a crime, and I agree. Because these are legacy characters, and they should stay as legacy characters.
Are we trying to say like Captain America was in World War II stopping Nazis? I think that's a fucking good statement to not be accepting this kind of shit.
Well,
I don't like Superman. I 100% don't care about him, but he shouldn't be fucking dehumanized. The whole point is that he's overpowered to save people. He's there to save lives. That's the whole point.
I think he's an idea. He's something for people to strive for.
Yeah, that's what he is. And I also think that I think that they did it kind of well when it came to Civil War with Captain America, because it was a storyline where they said, he's old, he doesn't fit in modern times, and Captain America was struggling to fit in modern times. I'm okay with struggling to fit in modern times as opposed to automatically outright raping a character and saying, okay, now people can relate to him. That's absolutely insane. That's insane.
That's not how you go about it.
There's been numerous other books in the past for Superman that have humanized him, and I just don't understand why they felt the need to write this little piece in.
It's shock tactics. Run. It's shock tactics. That's what it is.
And
But we have more news coming out of DC. Misgendering in DC Comics today. Teen Titans Academy number 10. To be honest, Stitch was misgendered, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But apparently they decided to write a whole article on this character being misgendered, when it was literally like one or two comic panels that was just a back and forth, and it wasn't a hit you over the head type thing. Like, they were just like, I'm just such and such. And it's like, okay, that's it. But that's not the biggest news that we have in this when it comes to misgendering. All right, for those who don't know. Yeah. People say they blame Superman 64. Well, you can do that too. I mean, if you really want to. If you want to blame Superman 64, that's fine. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, they did it because they said, look, the chat is saying they did it because they can. Here's the news that needs to be talked about. DC Comics writer Vita Ayala exposes her bigotry and says that no cis dudes should apply for associate editor at Marvel.
Sorry, who are you to dictate what somebody can and can't do?
Way to become something you hate. Way to become something that you already hate. Because that's what it was. That's what it is. Imagine thinking that you've been so oppressed in this type of thing, and that, we never get a chance to do anything, and it's because of who we are and our identity and our sexual orientation. Then you turn around and say, oh no, you know what, now that we're on top, the rest of you cis dudes, no, you shouldn't do this. You're doing exactly what you think they did to you.
Well, so I guess being qualified for a job is no longer relevant. I guess we can just throw that out.
Yeah, being qualified doesn't matter.
Go to hell. That bitch need to go to hell.
I'm just saying
well,
that.
To be fair,
no.
do you want to be in a company that says, "Hey, I'm gonna rape Superman every fucking issue"? Who wants to work for a fucking company like that? And
well,
a
yeah,
company.
if you're assist person, you are not allowed to apply for Marvel.
Or in her eyes, and that's
according to this person.
Yeah, according to this person, and like I said, it's nothing but bigotry. It's nothing but it's nastiness for no reason.
See, it's because of bitches like that make me say bitch a lot.
Well, the thing is, Twitter went after her, and of course, she locked down. She was blocking people left and right because of what she said, and you know what? She deserves it because it don't make any sense to how can I put this? To keep
they just
out.
don't have any right or business. Well, no, they have a right to say what they want, but they don't have any business in saying, you shouldn't do this.
And especially on business time, you can't be saying, "Hey, DC was going to tell you, hey, we can't hire you. You don't fucking work for DC. You work for DC. You're making a bad representation to the company, and you can likely be fired for that shit."
Yeah, you really can.
You're damaging their reputation. They can't have that.
Yeah, we got somebody in the chat is even calling this person out for their own errors in writing.
It says Vita has no idea how to write or edit. Full stop. I've seen more errors in her writing than my students' own work. And you know what? It goes to show you that DC Comics, and people have been saying it for a while now, that DC Comics is going down. We already know that they're having financial issues. But if you keep pushing this type of agenda, this type of hatred, then you're going to lose. You're going to lose everything. And I think this is what people are bid against. I mean, literally, when you sit here and say that no cis people are allowed, man, that's absolute bigotry. Absolute bigotry.
Yeah. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
It is.
Fucking bitches these days, son. I swear to fucking God, bitches these days.
So it goes to show you this is, and they said they should be taken to task. If anything, they should be reprimanded. I don't know what DC's going to do on their end, but DC should do something.
See,
and they wonder why mainstream comic books are going are going the way of the dodo.
Exactly. Yeah. They wonder why anime and manga kills them every time.
Yep. Yeah.
Where's Red Comic when you need them?
Well, but how much are they sold? Because even the top 3 are making like 30 million, like last year, altogether, like for a manga. So I don't know. I don't see them surviving the next 5 years if they continue like this. Because even Marvel did that manga copy for what's it called? Deadpool.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did Deadpool manga. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Well, somehow they're staying afloat.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. But in more DC news,
somehow they're still staying afloat, and it boggles my mind how.
Yeah, in more DC news, The Flash. That's right. The Flash appears set to bring back Zod and Feora from Man of Steel. Now, for those who remember the Man of Steel movie that came out quite a bit ago, a couple years ago, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, they're going to bring them back in the Flashpoint. So it goes to show you that this is something that they're going to do. We already know that Michael Keaton's Batman is back. We already know that that Ben Affleck's Batman will be in it. Now they're bringing back Zod and Feora. So we'll see.
Where is she?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well. But in more news, and this is something that is just like, come on. Ghostbusters, all right? Ghostbusters, Paul Feig speaks out after his 2016 film is left out of the box set. Come on, man.
Oh my God! Salty as fuck.
Come on.
He got salty.
I've never seen you know what? The only time I've seen more salt than this is when Hillary Clinton lost the election. Other than that, I have not seen anyone be this salty in my life. You gotta be kidding me. So your movie,
he went as far as calling Sony out on Twitter for that.
Yeah, like, are you serious? Well, we won a Kids' Choice Award. Who cares? Who cares? And then I remember when I was reading the comments, fans were like, "Yeah, well, you're just mad because there was it's an all-girl Ghostbusters," and people were like, "Well, Ghostbusters Afterlife got girls in it. What are you talking about?" Like it's amazing the things that people will say in order to defend this film and try to label people something that they're not to defend a film. It was a bad film. The film was fucking terrible. And this is from somebody who gave it a chance. This is from somebody who said, I'll watch it when it comes out instead of being automatically against it. I gave it a chance. And the shit was still bad. It was terrible. So yeah, I don't understand where Paul Feig gets off, saying something like this.
He only makes parodies. He only makes parodies of other movies. And the only legit few movies that he's done on his own, I would assume, is people say is the movie Heat.
Okay.
They say that he did a good job with that movie.
The Heat? Or Heat? No, that not Heat. The Heat. You mean the Heat? Okay.
Yeah, the Heat.
That's, Heat.
Like they said that he did a good job with that movie. But yeah, I don't know.
I think it's complaining just to be complaining. And for those who don't know, it's been left out of the box set, but when it comes to physically, it's been left out of the box set. However, he got his way and there's a digital code for it if you want to download it. But who gives a shit? It shouldn't be there. Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. That is the collection as far as I'm concerned. I'm not trying to hear Ghostbusters 2016 fits in this one. It does not. It does not.
Wow, so unprogressive.
It's not part of the universe. It's not part of the mainline universe.
Exactly. And the complaint about it seems to be the way to go about things these days, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Like, oh my god, like, like Ghostbusters movie? Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know where about queef jokes makes a Ghostbuster film funny.
Yeah, I really don't care, to be honest. I really don't. The best thing about the movie was some of the comedy that was done by Kate McKinnon, but that's it. That's it.
What about Thor? He was in the movie.
But he did nothing. He did nothing. He did nothing.
But ironically enough, like you said, the digital code is part of the packaging. It's just that
just burn it.
He just made himself look really dumb by making that tweet at Sony, and then they're like, "Oh well, I mean, there's a code in there for the movie."
Yeah. So right.
Oh, I won, guys.
Well, he kind of just made himself look really dumb.
Well, with that said, we still have more news. For those who don't know, we got some Ghost Rider news for y'all. Norman Reedus, Norman Reedus reignites Ghost Rider speculation, and it seems like right now this is a go. It feels like this is a go for him.
It sounds almost like Norman Reedus. Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna happen.
So yeah, I mean it's there.
That'll be fucking good.
Yeah, the way you say, I put it this: if he wants to play Johnny Blaze, by all means, or even Robbie Reyes, either way, if we get him as Ghost Rider, I think they're gonna bring Johnny Blaze back. But either way, he's the guy to bring. He's the guy you want. So yeah, I'm for it. And
I'm definitely down for a proper good Ghost Rider movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nicolas Cage's movies were cheesy as fuck, but I mean, I want a good one.
Meme fuel.
It is meme fuel. It is. Look, Nicolas Cage is a walking meme himself. All right, so no matter what movie he's in, he's a walking meme. So it doesn't matter.
I still want to watch that. Nicolas Cage movie starring Nicolas Cage.
It's out now. So I mean. Oh my god. But in more news, y'all. In more news. Scott Pilgrim anime is in the works. That's right. An anime for Scott Pilgrim is in the works. Now, I won't boo this yet. I won't boo this. I mean, it's being done by Netflix, but I mean, come on. It's Scott Pilgrim. I mean,
don't trust Netflix.
You don't trust anything in Netflix, huh?
No.
I mean, if it's going to be an anime, I expect it to be crazy and over the top.
Yeah, I expect it to be.
Yeah.
As long as it has the comedy that the movie had, or even the books have, I'm okay with it. I'm all right. So yeah, and people in the chat are saying, "All right,
better animated than live action." Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Also, all right, in some serious news here, we got some serious news when it comes to animation here. Police arrest Galko-chan creator Kanya Suzuki for importing child porn. So that's an actual thing. But there's more news too, because we have some more on the child porn thing here. All right. New Rurouni Kenshin anime has been announced, but fans are pushing back due to the creator's child porn conviction. He was arrested for it, and he got a fine. So he was arrested and a fine for it. So the question is, Do people?
He didn't go to jail?
No, they did not. He did not go directly to jail. He did not collect $200. No, none of that. No, nothing.
Damn it.
So the question is, will you, as people, will you support this, even though you know that the creator has been convicted with child porn?
No.
I don't think I really would.
Okay.
Your conscience has to come forward. Like for example, if this was My Hero Academia and the fucking the owner decided to fucking do that shit, I'd be saying the same thing. Fuck that shit, I'm done.
People saying a fucking fine. Was he tased? Was he at least tased? No. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't tased. No, he wasn't tased.
He didn't get licensed, damn it.
So it seems like, yeah. So our poll, and we polled this. So it seems 32%. And you know what? I want to say before I read this poll, I want to say that I appreciate the honesty of people, even though we may disagree. Okay. 32% said yes, they will still support Kenshin, regardless of the child porn conviction. 32%. 68% said yeah. 68% said no, that they won't support it.
So well, 32% is probably PSG owners, fans. Fuck them. Let's get rid of the PSG fans, man.
Well, yeah, and that's and people are saying, Luke says, I don't listen to R. Kelly anymore, then I won't watch the anime. It's yeah, no, it's the truth. I mean,
someone else said I'll soon have sex.
Like for the people that said 30%, 32% yes, I think the reason that they would probably support it simply for the fact it's for all the people working in the studio, like, you know, the ground level folks. I think that's where it comes from.
It's possible.
And that industry,
and I get that.
Studio.
Well, like I said, that's what I said. I want to appreciate the honesty of people, because, like I said, they didn't have to say yes. You know what I mean? They could have kept quiet. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you know. But since you talked about the industry, I guess we can bring that up. AMC Network acquires Sentai Holdings, Sentai Filmworks, and High Dive. That's right, AMC Network.
I am worried about that.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to get fucking bad, because as soon as you allow any company to take over another company, you know it's going to get fucked over. Because Funimation has fucked the UK massively.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know how AMC has no idea, like, how the anime industry is and how it works and all that. Like this is foreign to them. Like, I mean, AMC just pretty much is like just movies.
Yeah, movie theater company.
Yeah, I'm guessing what they're gonna do is probably they're gonna put them on movie theaters, maybe the odd ends, and maybe they just say, "Hey, just go and fucking do whatever and fuck off."
Well,
and leave it alone.
Yeah, so I have no idea what they're gonna do. Like I said, AMC, like Wing Zero said, it's like they're just a movie theater company. So, like, I don't know how in the world they would do Sentai.
Unless they send in an anime representative to help them out. Maybe that would be their saving grace.
But... All right. Well, I guess we can move on.
Maybe.
For those who don't know,
I'm just gonna remain cautious with it.
All right. Well, Toei. I guess since we talked about Toei last time when they struck down the YouTuber stuff.
Toei and their bullshit.
Yeah, well, you might as well call it that at this point, right? Toei and their bullshit.
Toei and their bullshit, yeah.
For those who don't know, Toei will provide NFTs of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai series. That's right.
Assholes.
So here we go.
Toei,
with
there's
NFT
the door.
talk.
You can get the fuck out right now.
Yeah, so here we go. NFTs.
NFT.
This is where we're going.
NFT.
So for those who know, since we're on the NFT talk, no. If you got something to say, go ahead and say it, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's time to bring the Megazord NFTs. Yeah.
Megazord NFTs.
Non-refundable
tokens.
So here we go. Capcom. Look, see, I'm so used to yelling at Capcom. Y'all see that? I'm so used to. It's not even Capcom. It's Konami. I'm so used to yelling at Capcom. Jesus Christ. Konami.
And their bullshit.
Konami launches NFT series for Castlevania 35th anniversary. Look.
Fuck off.
Konami hasn't come out with it. They haven't made a game in how long? And yet they want to sit here and try and cherry pick NFTs? Make it the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here,
I was going to say, it's like Konami doesn't even fucking make games anymore.
They don't.
They make pachinko.
They make pachinko machines, and that's it. You get the fuck out of here with this old NFT bullshit. Oh, we just going to do something for Castlevania.
They're a fucking scam and a get-rich-quick scheme. That's all they're doing.
That's all it is. Everyone's just jumping on. They're jumping on the wave. That's all it is. And for those
here's a better question. Here's a better question I got to pose for this whole NFT bullshit.
Go ahead.
So what's the difference between one picture and then right-clicking and saving a JPEG? What's the difference?
Nothing.
They're the same.
Nothing.
I'm actually doing that right now. I'm saving a picture.
Well,
so
they're exactly.
He's live stealing NFTs. He's live literally stealing NFTs right now.
Yeah, I'm stealing NFTs because I am a true pirate.
Jeez, man, you better put your hat on for that one, and you get your parrot on your shoulder. But there's more.
I don't see a fucking difference. I don't see a difference between somebody right-clicking and saving a JPEG.
There isn't a difference
from the quote-unquote original.
There isn't.
What's original about it? It's exactly the same.
Exactly.
And to be fair, even these in-quote NFTs are actually coming copyright law, breaking it. Because there's some people who have hats and he told them to put it off, and they're still keeping it up.
See, okay, so we've got an artist in the chat right now,
and they like NFTs.
Yeah.
But there's more news.
Looking useful.
We still have more news. Square Enix president knows people who play to have fun dislike NFTs, but he wants them anyway. So NFTs are coming. No. When you say it like that, NFTs are coming into your games now. They're coming into your games now. That's what they're doing.
It's just embarrassing. It's like, the next Final Fantasy 69, hey, there's NFTs in your game.
Final Fantasy 69, damn.
That's alright. I don't plan on playing any Final Fantasy games in the future anyway.
I mean, this is absolutely
I didn't even know we
ridiculous.
made it to 69. I mean, are we pulling a Naked Gun now?
Why not?
Play all the others?
Why not?
Yeah.
But I mean, it goes to show you that this is something that they're going to do regardless, whether you like it or not. However, there are some companies that will listen. And for those who don't know, Sega promises to avoid NFTs if gamers think it's a money-making scheme. Well, that's what we think.
It is a money-making scheme.
It is.
And yeah, Sega, you better fucking not do it.
I'm just do a Sonic fucking.
I'm tired of this NFT shit.
Yeah, I think everyone's tired of it. It's already exhausted everybody. But it goes to show you.
Scam.
Yep, it's a scam.
It's gonna.
Scam.
Well, the end result is gonna be over flooded, and anyone's not gonna touch it.
Yeah,
because you can't continue that trend.
Well, as long as Sega listens.
It seems like Sega's the only one that has their head on their shoulder, while everyone else has fucking lost it.
And here's the thing: if you can, and I want to urge fans, I want to urge them, speak out towards this and let Sega know that you don't want it.
Yeah.
And then on top of it,
go ahead. Yeah, let Sega know from the fucking top of the hills, man.
Exactly.
Tell them it's bad.
Let your voices be heard.
Yeah, let your voices be heard. And on top of it, also understand, if you can change one company from doing it, you can inspire another company to stop it as well. You can.
Yep.
As they say, your voice matters. And your wallet.
Yep, your voice and your wallet matters. Exactly. It does.
Curio NFT with fucking.
Let Sega know. Let them know that NFTs are not good.
I'm surprised. You know what I'm surprised of with this whole NFT bullshit? I'm surprised that cosplay thoughts ain't on this ride either.
Here you go. You brought them up,
dude. They are probably right behind that.
Well, they're probably more.
But I'm gonna Red comment's not here right now, but I'm gonna quote something that he would probably say. Okay, so one of his VTubers that he likes to watch, which is that Gargura chick.
Yeah, Gargura.
Even she thinks NFTs are fucking a joke, and she refers to them as no fucking thanks, and I agree. That's what NFT means. No fucking thanks.
Yeah, and that's how it should. For those who don't know, in more Sega news, Sonic Frontiers originally planned for 2021. It was originally planned to come out last year. I keep saying last year because it's New Year.
Yeah.
But was delayed for quality. So
good.
I'm wondering. Yeah, it's good that they delayed it, but I'm wondering just how much delayed it was. Just how much.
I heard it was going to be released in 2022, but I think it's going to be like maybe like the end of the year.
Okay, so it's got a lot of work.
They're sticking to their guns about saying that they're gonna focus on quality.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've been like on
the good sign about it.
That's the funny thing. They've been on the hush hush with this game.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. No, it's best to keep quiet.
Well, the title was leaked. Was leaked a long time ago when the trailer was first put out, and people dug into the web code and saw the name of the title.
Well, that's fine. Like I said, I'd rather at this point, them keep their heads down and just work. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd rather them do that.
Just polish the game, work on it, give us a finished product.
Yeah,
exactly.
A good finished product.
But speaking of gaming, though, since we're still on the topic.
Yeah.
My Castlevania fans.
Oh, well, okay.
They did it. They heard us, damn it. We're finally getting the events of 1999 Demon Castle War. Someone is actually fucking making the game.
Okay. Well, you know what? That sounds like it deserves a round of applause.
Breaking news.
There is a trailer for it. It's called Castlevania Seal of the Eclipse.
He really
Area of Sorrow.
He didn't give me a chance to hit the breaking news on that one. He just went into it, didn't he?
He just did
because I'm excited, man. I'm fucking
but
excited.
you're supposed to say that for breaking news. You're supposed to let me hit the breaking news first.
I got some breaking news.
Go ahead.
No, it's too late now. You already said the shit. It's too late. It's too late.
No, I got some breaking
news. I'm very fucking excited though because like for those that play Area of Sorrow, they throw in bits and pieces of the Demon Castle War that happened in 1999, but it wasn't explained fully.
Still, man, you're the best at the breaking news, man. What the fuck, man?
So now someone heard our wishes, and now we actually get to experience the 1999 event of the Demon Castle War, which is the main piece of the Castlevania timeline that's missing.
Okay.
Is it a fan made game or is it an official license?
Yes, it's a fan made game that there's a trailer for it right now.
See, and that's the problem with fan made games. That's the problem.
How is Konami? Are they friendly with?
They're going to cease and desist that shit. And that's the problem with fan-made games. You should know not to put a trailer out right away, and like that. You're supposed to keep. Again, I just said it. Keep your head down. Work on the game. Release it, and you put a trailer out maybe a week, before it comes out. Then you do that shit.
Here's the funny thing. They made a disclaimer that it's a fan-made game, and
it doesn't matter if it's a disclaimer or not. Konami gonna come through and say no. They gonna come through and say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned. I'm curious about is what Konami is about. Like, do they care about fan made games? Do they not care about fan made games? Like, because Sega is all about sure, go for it. Make as many fan games as you want.
We still have to
profit off it.
Yeah, well, it depends, but I mean, they're gonna cease and desist.
Unless it's charities again.
And the funny thing is this fan made game looks like the Bloodstained 8-bit game Circle of the Moon. And I feel like these are like the same people that made Circle of the Moon.
All right, well,
Curse of the Moon.
We'll see.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon. Curse of the Moon. Fuck. I'm thinking about Castlevania Circle of the Moon. That's one of my favorite fucking games. But yeah, Curse of the Moon. And I just posted a trailer.
You see, look, people are saying Konami will never leave a stone unturned with fan-made games. They will never. It goes to show you.
Well, sadly, it's this how it is.
I posted a trailer for the chat too, so they can check it out.
Yeah, but you could have saved it for the Castlevania news. We do have Castlevania news, right? We still have Castlevania news. You could have saved it. Damn.
That was a good segue for it.
No, it wasn't because it's not until later. But okay, well, anyways, we're still on Sega, since y'all just mentioned Sega. Sega builds the world's fastest gaming PC to celebrate Steam sale. For those who do not know, it is literally a PC on wheels. Literally.
Yep.
Gotta go fast.
They built a tower case onto an RC car body.
Onto an RC car body. That's what they did.
It's literally the fastest PC.
That you will probably ever see.
They didn't put that in Robot Wars. Let's see if it survives.
Well, yeah, right. Well, once again, we have some news. I guess we have to get into somewhat of this. Is no, you know what? This is what happens when you don't know when to shut the fuck up. This is what happens. All right. For those who don't know, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl drops to 0 viewers after Deb's Roast Smash Ultimate. After
to be honest,
now what does that tell you, kids?
Yeah,
you're a copy of another game, and you're going to sit there and disrespect the game that you're copied off of? That's just fucking stupid. That's stupid. So you deserve.
And they got what they deserved.
They got what they deserve. You get what you fucking deserve, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, as far as
Mario Smash NFT collection.
Yeah, see, people saying that's bold. It's bold, and yeah, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. I'm telling you, it was.
and it didn't work out for them because
did not work
they got
out.
0 viewership. Nobody was streaming that game.
Nobody, and that's what the fuck they get. So yeah, they couldn't just keep it.
Yeah, it should have just really not.
Like what was funny was that the game itself, before they decided to put their foot in their mouth, they were making pretty fantastic viewership numbers. But then as soon as they said the little offhanded comment,
that was it. That's it. It's over.
Their viewership just vanished.
Everyone checked out. Boy. Yep. No one. They said no one liked this. No one liked this.
Yeah.
But in more news,
you're gonna shit on Smash Ultimate? All right.
Well, in more news, Zelda Breath of the Wild is named best video game of all time.
I disagree.
Same.
I think they misspelled Monster Hunter.
It's a funny way of spelling Super Metroid.
Yeah. It's
Monster Hunter.
I don't believe that at all.
Or Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14, the greatest game of all time? You really going to go there? That's the hill you want to die on. That's the hill you want to die on. Well,
and Castlevania.
Well, it can only be one, man. It can only be one.
I'm special, damn it. I say 2.
Special. Okay.
Air quote. Special.
Special, right?
He's definitely very special. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Of all time. No way. No, yeah, right? Stay tuned next time. Mission failed. We'll get it next time.
That's a very interesting way of spelling Super Metroid.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, man. It's absolutely ridiculous that they would say something like that. Like, and
Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear.
I
would say unique.
Yes.
Lord Heart Knight.
Yeah, unique. Yeah. So he gets 2. Everyone else gets 1. I don't understand. I feel it's a little unfair. I feel it's unfair.
I think it's a personal privilege, and I don't think you should be able to type anything.
Yeah, it is privilege. Yeah, you should check your privilege. You should check your privilege. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. I am a certified Latino.
Check your privilege. Sorry. Check your privilege at the door.
I have to say, everybody in the world is unique.
Yeah. See, if he gets 2, then the rest of us. If he gets 2, then the rest of us are being oppressed. That means we get 2. That's not fair. Yeah. All right, I'm calling Anita. That's what I'm doing right now.
I need my oppression.
I am. I want my oppression bucks right now. Yeah. All right.
I want my participation trophy.
Unreal. But in more news, speaking of participation trophy, since you just brought that up, speaking of that, Days Gone director says it outsold Ghost of Tsushima, but was treated like it was a disappointment by management. Now, for those who don't know, Ghost of Tsushima has got over 8 million copies sold. Apparently, Days Gone has sold over that on top of it, and has been treated like a failure. So that kind of sucks.
That's the game director saying that shit, though.
But
how? Why?
He said in his own words, I don't want to make another one. I think he said.
Well, yeah, he wants.
How many copies were sold?
Over 8 million, apparently, and on top of it, he's counting also Steam sales as well.
I don't even think Ghost is even on Steam. So
they're considering it a disappointment.
Yeah, Sony is considering it a disappointment. That's what he's saying.
Fucking Sony.
Yeah.
I want proof on that, though. I want hard proof because I've heard him say shit like this, saying, "Oh, I don't want to make another one." So,
Okay.
and to be fair,
So
it's
what the hell?
also oversaturated anyway to begin with.
So they trying to like consider Rockstar numbers or something like that? Where they're like tens of millions.
Well, Days Gone wasn't it kind of open world anyway? It was an open world zombie game.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah.
Like
So
they're looking
that's
for
what
Grand
I'm
Theft Auto numbers or something. Is that what they're looking for?
I guess. I don't know.
Grand Theft Auto.
Like that's
Well,
the standard. You have to beat Grand Theft Auto's numbers.
Well, then that's good luck with that. Good luck. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the thing as well. You gotta think it came out during the time of The Last of Us, and it was that post-apocalyptic part. So I guess maybe that was the problem. I don't know.
I think it came out the year before that as well. Number 2. But I think it was in a situation where you had too many, and not many people are gonna go through open world after open world.
Yeah.
Every freaking year.
Well, with that said,
I don't know. I would consider 8 million copies a pretty good damn sale.
That's a success.
Yeah,
that's a
it's a good
success.
sale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a success. It is.
I would definitely say that's a success. Sony, where's your head at?
They've lost it. Well,
Their ass.
well, with that
They
said,
sure have. I mean, shit. They're talking about wanting to stuff in NFTs into games and.
yeah. Well, with that
To be
said,
fair, they also don't they have that stupid VR people as well that they're meant to be coming out with. All that fucking VR shit.
I don't know, Odin's son, because I mean, like, they think they can sell Final Fantasy on mobile for like $15 fucking.
Yeah. So what does that tell
That's
you?
fucking stupid.
On mobile.
Between that and Square, yeah. But in more news, Paladins. Paladins gets a Rambo crossover skin, and they get a new cat. Damn, I didn't get finished. Damn, I didn't get to finish the news yet. You booing. Damn. Everyone hated that.
I want to tell you on Ring Skin, damn it.
Paladins is getting a Rambo crossover skin, and a new character is landing this month. So, Jesus
Oh, the
Christ.
new character, they put Rambo. Fuck Rambo.
Look, the new character's name is Alibaba Bonston, son.
No. You know what his name is? Anybody?
Coke Jr.
I can't remember.
His name is John C.
Oh
yeah!
I wish I could remember the guy's name.
Oh.
The character's name.
All right. No, the real name of the character is Jinder Mahal.
No, it's not.
You know.
But in more news, everyone. In more news.
No.
Just
for somebody asking about the Rambo thing, it's a skin for one of the characters.
Yes.
For the bootleg Soldier 76.
For the bootleg. Damn.
It's a skin. It's not John Rambo.
Yo. If Red Comet was here right now, he'd be giving y'all tongue lashing right now over this. First you boo him, then you call him a bootleg. Jesus Christ.
It's a skin for one of the characters.
Oh my
For
god.
the bootleg Soldier 76 character.
Oh my god. But let's keep
the
moving.
new character, I can't remember. He looks like he's going to be an assassin type.
Well, let's keep it moving. We got to talk about the FGC. Now,
Here we go.
these motherfuckers, the FGC. Okay, FGC player Rubino brags about purposely getting a girl drunk and sexual assault. We're talking gang rape here. He actually got on stream and bragged about it.
Yep. Called in 8 other dudes.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Now, look, here's the thing. It's already bad enough this is a piece of shit that's doing this. But then on Twitter, I had to deal with some motherfuckers. For those who follow me on Twitter, I'm sure you saw it. People saying, well, it's not all of the FGC. Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to deflect the issue here. This is what happens when you have to take the bad with the good. When something good in the FGC happens, everyone fucking claims it. I've been saying this shit for years. Everyone in the FGC claims it when something's good. But when it's something bad, it's nah. No, that's just that one person. No, you have to take accountability. You have to take responsibility for your community. And the thing is, as we know, Capcom has decided to ban this guy globally from all its events. Yes, globally from all its events. But I don't think that's enough.
And they're advocating for law enforcement to get involved.
Yes. But I don't think that's enough. I think the FGC as a community should ban him from every tournament, regional, local, down to online as far as I'm concerned. The FGC needs to say, look, this one's on us, but we'll handle it. That's what they need to say.
They won't do it, though.
They won't, because they're in their little fucking bag, they're in their little fucking bubble, and decide, oh, well, we're just going to, say, it's just not all of us. That's bullshit. I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with that phrase for years, the FGC. Well, it's not all of us. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, they're
trying to save themselves.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It is all of you, though, because you're just covering it up. Like we've seen the shit bash a couple years ago with that fucking dude who's a fucking pedophile, and people are still defending that motherfucker.
They still have not, to this day, thank you for bringing that up. They still have not got to that point. They haven't done the investigation yet on Mr. Wiz. We all know that the people that he was, that he used to be buddy with, and we're talking tournament organizers, how they, dude, don't get me fucking started. Don't get me fucking started on this shit.
The mentality is that they don't care until it affects them directly.
That's all it is. We're not even going to talk about the Smash situation that's going on right now, where they're actually in a lawsuit with it. Like, you have to understand that this is something that is dead fucking serious. And if you got to take responsibility for it, so you make sure that it doesn't happen again. Not sit and deflect and put your head in the sand and say, hey, it's not all of us, la la la, blah blah blah. They don't want to hear it. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I like how half of these FGC motherfuckers, have families now and shit. You got kids now. You got to think about your kids and what happens. That shit happens to your kid.
Then they be all gun ho for it. Exactly. They be all gun ho then. They don't talk about saving or making safe for anyone else.
It's like I said. They don't give a shit until it directly affects them.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that. And like I said, I've seen enough of it. And you should know by now that this is something that should be taken care of. You know what I haven't seen that they said they were going to make do one still? Security at the FGC events. Remember after the Madden shooting, they said, "Oh, we're gonna beef up security and make sure everything's okay."
Damn thing about that.
Haven't heard shit. I am so sick of their bullshit. Man, I am so sick of their bullshit. I just am. But I'm the bad guy for always calling it the fuck out. I'm the bad guy. No, this is no. If anything, this is something that, like I said, and these are adults. These aren't kids who are in charge. Your tournament organizers are fucking adults. They're not kids. They know exactly what they're doing, where they can cut a corner so they don't have to spend that amount of money for it. And you know what? You need to hold them fucking accountable for it. Like I said, there's a lot of those dudes who was buddy with Mr. Wiz, and guess what? You notice they just went quiet. They didn't have anything to do with it. They're not being investigated or nothing. They're not being questioned or anything. Mike Watson said it himself, how all these dudes are are responsible for this and how they're all buddy. And you're going to tell me all of a sudden, now we're going to act like the shit didn't happen? Well, if we just wait and it'll blow over. That's bullshit. You have no idea how sick I am. This motherfucker needs to go to jail. And you should not.
It's funny, because there was a long time ago. Like there was one time I was like, man, it's like Evo's neat. Like I've always wanted to go. And then when everything just started, coming to a head and showing up, and I was like, wow, okay, maybe I don't want to go to Evo.
I never really wanted to go to Evo. I never really wanted to go to Evo.
I just wanted to go just to experience it one time, but then after all that stuff happened, I was like, yep, nope.
Yeah,
forget it.
Unless you want to be with a couple of random guys and be left for dead. No.
I mean,
it's like.
No, I mean, just even at the recent at CEO, people were pissing on the couches and everything at CEO not too long ago.
That's right.
Like,
I tweets about that.
Like just all types of degeneracy. It's ridiculous.
The comment section, the comments in the thing were like I remember somebody in the comments saying that the couch deserved it.
Yeah, like it's absolutely ridiculous.
Like the couch was a person.
Yeah, like
I'm guessing they're turned on by fucking animal taking objects or something.
Still, it's ridiculous that they're even going this far. If you have home training, you know how to act when you go outside. You don't know how to fucking keep your ass home. For real.
But as for this guy, I hope law enforcement, does what they need to do.
Yes, I hope they do.
Take care of this guy.
Yes.
I will give Capcom a somewhat small golf clap
Yeah.
We're doing something good.
For doing something good, yeah.
You know what?
It's not even about doing something good. I don't think they had a choice. They had no choice.
Yeah.
They probably didn't.
Well, so you kind of pressurized at that point because you know how many people are watching that shit and going, what the fuck? But also, we do forget that there were other people there who knew about this thing happening and the guys who were there. So they also need to get it, not just that dude. Because I know that's what's going to happen.
All the guys, everyone involved needs to. Everyone.
Yep.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Like,
but that's the thing, though. It would take them to actually give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I think we're just talking about the FGC in general. So, we can only talk about that one guy. The other guys had nothing to do with the community. However, those guys need to go to jail as well. Fuck those guys. All of them need to go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why the community as a whole needs to start giving a shit.
Yeah. But you know what they're worried about? They're worried about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's what they're worried about.
Marvel, baby.
That's what they worried about. All this shit going on, they worried about a fucking video game. This is why I can't fuck with the FGC. This is why. And I'm telling you, it boils my blood. I'm telling you, man. Jesus Christ. It's like you got to take care of us. You got to be responsible first before these fucking games. Take care of business before it's business before it's work hard, play hard. You take care of business before you play. That's what you do. Like, come on.
Especially if you got families.
I'm glad that I just enjoy playing fighting games just to have fun with them, not be competitive.
Still,
for myself. This is for myself. I'm just glad that I just enjoy playing them just to play them.
It's ridiculous that we see these things happen. They shouldn't happen. That it should never happen. But then to get on, and then what kind of balls do you have to get on stream and brag about it? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck?
Dang, dude, it's like you're just gonna like implicate yourself.
Yeah, like
dude, I'm totally tripping, dude. I'm doing drugs. I got a fucking woman next door. I kept tied up for like the last 6 days.
Next thing you know,
this dumbass decided to go and be like, yeah, I called up 8 other dudes, to go on this girl.
Next thing you know, he'll say it was a lie. That's what he'll say next. Try to get out.
It's too late now. It's way too late.
Yeah,
saying shit like that.
Well, in more news, let's just move on. I swear to God, in more news, Mad Catz launches a pile of new peripherals at CES, including a new fight stick. Well, that means that Markman will be around trying to fucking shield it out for you.
Try to hawk his stuff.
That's what Markman does.
Always be shit.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Seriously.
Hey, Magpie. Here's my crappy fucking.
I'm actually kind of curious as to what this new. Oh, that's not them. Some kind of a band.
All right. Well, listen. In more news, because no one gives a shit about Mad Catz and their stuff right now. No one does. GameWorks. For those who remember GameWorks, it is set to close down for good. GameWorks it used to be here, they closed down, and I believe, like I said, the biggest one they had was in Vegas. It's an arcade. They've been open since July of 1996, and now they are closing down.
That's a pretty damn good one.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. And in more news, a serious topic, real quick, gaming disorder. Inside the clinic helping addicted teens. Now, we've talked about gaming addiction before on here. And it's good to see that there's a clinic. Oh, wait, they're saying you used to live near? Yeah, see, look, Chad is saying they used to live close by GameWorks. So, yeah, GameWorks is there, man. Listen, now we know that, like I said before, we've talked about, gaming disorders. And we know that, addiction is a problem when it comes to gaming. We know that, even though this is talking about teenagers, we know that this can affect anybody, especially adults. And we do see it in adults. I'm hoping that people get the right help that they need. I'm hoping that people are smart enough to realize when they have a problem. 9 times out of 10, most addicts don't realize when they have a problem. So I'm hoping that they have enough people who love them around them to let them know, hey, you've got a problem, and it needs to be fixed. Sometimes it takes an intervention to do things. I'm really hoping that, especially with these kids, that they have their full lives ahead of them. I'm hoping that they get the help that they need. You know what I mean? It's like, really sad.
Gaming is all well and good, but be sure to do it in moderation.
Yes, I've always said gaming in moderation. Always. That's how it has to be. Gaming in moderation.
I game simply for the fact, just to unwind, get my mind off of work and
Yeah.
and chill. That's what I do. I play for escapism.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just sad that
there's just some of these folks that just kind of take it too far.
Yeah. They're just
The extreme.
their whole lives is invested into it, and that is a problem as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But for some folks also it's like it's also kind of a coping mechanism as well. Sorry, Ben, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Just breaking news. Fucking not a be fucking asshole. Fuck.
Wait. Why do y'all keep spoiling the breaking news? What is wrong with y'all? Stop spoiling the breaking news.
Breaking news.
Jesus Christ! It's a little too late now. He already said what it is.
Oh.
Jeez. Oh my God.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I hope folks get the help they need to.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, but for most part, people they play video games for to unwind, cope.
Yeah. Look, again even like the tech of them, the consoles. Like what was it? The Xbox where they had that thing where it was useful for like hospitalization for people. The Kinect.
The Kinect. Okay.
It was useful. Yeah.
Yes, they did. I think that when it comes to this, I think that remember they had at one point they had over when we talked about it overseas where you can only play for a certain amount of time and then that's it. And then people.
Yeah, I think that was China. Yeah.
Yeah, and then people were against it and saying they should play as long as they want, and people said no, it's for it.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you this type of addiction. This is what happens when you have an unlimited thing. It's not like back in the day going to an arcade. It's not.
It's definitely been seen overseas in gaming cafes. That man.
Yes. That one guy died in a gaming cafe playing.
Well, I think it's been more than one case.
Oh, okay. See, well, there you go.
I believe it's been more than one case at different internet gaming cafes.
Yeah,
I think a child died, and they spent so much time on one game, and they died because they can just stay there.
See, and that's a shame.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, and it's a shame that happens. It is.
Hopefully, what was it? One of the cases was that they just found a guy slumped back in his chair, and that was it.
Yeah, and they thought that he was still there. He was just he was asleep from playing, and they tried to wake him up, and he was gone. He was dead. So it goes to show you. So, but in more news, we do have some more news. AOC. All right. This is kind of bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. AOC Among Us Twitch stream wins Guinness Book of World Record for debut stream. I mean, if you got all the big top streamers and they're all playing with you and all their fan bases come to watch, then of course you're going to have the biggest stream in the world record book. Of course you are. Come on.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
It really is. So it goes to show you that if you're popular, like I said, and that's the thing, you have streamers who bust their ass from the ground up to get where they're at, and all it takes is someone like AOC to come along and say, "Nope, I'm going to take this all from you. We're going to get all the top streamers and do it."
I'm going to interject here for real quick too. If Comet was here as well. So let's just say, I mean, this Gargura again, the VTuber that he enjoys watching, made a comment saying that she might join Twitch. So what happens if that girl joins Twitch?
New record broken.
She's gonna vacuum up all their revenue.
Yep. And I hope it happens. I hope it happens.
She will vacuum up all their revenue, and she'll do it within hours.
I hope it happens. Yep. I hope it just to see them cry. I hope it happens.
Oh, dude, I love it. I mean, could you imagine she gets on Twitch and then Pokimane just all her viewership just vanishes?
I mean, look what happened when they brought out that Project Melody thing. All the fucking thoughts got fucking pissed.
Well, listen, let it happen.
Yeah, they sure the hell did. They rose a big stink about that. So could you imagine if that VTuber just decided all right, I'm on Twitch now.
Goodbye,
Normal.
Well, we do have some news.
Bye revenue stream.
Since Cody messed up the breaking news, we have some breaking news. I'm going to say this is breaking news, right? This is breaking news. For those who don't know, breaking news. Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood are getting a physical release on the PS4. That's
there
right.
you go.
So there you go.
If nobody was able to get physical copies of either Symphony of the Night or Rondo of Blood, there you go.
Yep. So there's no excuse. Now you can get them. So physical copies. Now mind you,
you can get them for a good price.
Yeah, for a good price too. Yeah. So there you go.
Unless you go against GameStop, then you're fucked.
No, well, Castlevania Requiem is only digital until that physical copy comes out.
People are saying.
I mean, you're getting two games in one.
Yeah, sadly, it's not the remake of Rondo of Blood. It's the original.
Yeah.
The Genesis one.
No, the Turbo graphics.
Well,
I would assume that would be the better version, right?
No, the remake was the superior port, and the Symphony of the Night that you're getting in Requiem is the one that's based on the PSP. That came with the remake of Rondo of Blood.
Okay.
Well, the one that came with Dracula X Chronicles, which is the remake of Rondo of Blood.
Okay. So there you go. So
you're getting both PSP titles.
Okay.
Just
okay. So it's not the PlayStation 1's Symphony of the Night.
No.
Okay.
It's based on the PSP.
All right. Well, there you go.
I mean, isn't it just the same thing? Just like that, it was just on a smaller screen.
No, they changed up the voice acting and they added some minor stuff that the Saturn had, but not all of it.
Okay.
Well, we all know that the Saturn version is the superior version.
Yes, the Saturn version will always be the superior port, and I have it.
Okay.
Wow.
I am it, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, right.
Yes, fucking do.
Well,
and I love it.
Odin's son over here almost sounded like Gruntilda.
Okay.
Nah, but honestly though, if y'all don't want to get that Requiem digitally, just support the game. It's fun.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody said that they never played a single Castlevania game. Well, I can give you one good suggestion to play. You can play Super Castlevania 4. That's a great one.
Yeah, you can start off with any Castlevania game if you're not really interested in the timeline like that. But for the new people, I'll say Bloodlines or Lords of Shadows if you're really into that one.
What's an easier game for somebody to get into?
An easier game?
Like what? Yeah, like the easiest one that somebody can just kind of ease themselves in to get into easily.
Well, mostly it will be the Metroidvania ones. Honestly, I'll say Symphony of the Night for the new people. Either Symphony of the Night, Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, Area of Sorrow, Circle of the Moon.
Yeah, you're giving you're giving like 1,000 titles. They only need one. They only need one to start with.
Like if you had what about out of the classic series?
Out of the classic
what would
series,
be the easiest one to be able to get
Just
into?
give them one.
I'll say the very first Castlevania.
Okay, there you go.
Get you started.
Castlevania 1?
Simon Belmont. There you go. Okay.
Gotta go with the OG.
In more news, Mario Kart 9 is reportedly in development and will have a twist. That's right.
NFTs. There's your twist.
No, don't you bring up no NFT talk. Don't you do that.
Fuck that whole NFT shit. Event. Fem Rider, son. Mario Kart 9.
No, well, you can't make characters in it, but it would be nice. It would be nice.
My face is tired.
Yeah, right. Always tired.
And your goddamn father. Sorry.
Yep, rip F-Zero again.
Yep.
F-Zero.
Nope. They still will not give you F-Zero
until Nintendo can come up with some kind of a new gimmick for F-Zero. We probably won't see one.
Yeah, the only thing you have F-Zero right now is the board that you have in Mario Kart 8. That's it. That's all you got, and it's kind of sad to say that. And the board is awesome too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's all they give you.
Unless you want to.
Let me ask. Let me guess. It's Mute City.
Yeah.
I thought so. God damn it! It's always Mute City. It's never Big Blue.
At least I believe it is. At least I believe it is. I'm not sure. I would have to look
Big
in.
Blue. I fucking love Big Blue.
I would have to look into it.
I still say the best F-Zero game is the GameCube GX.
Mind you, Sega was the one that made that.
Yeah.
And the arcade version AX.
Yeah. And the people behind Yakuza also were involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sega can make a good F-Zero game.
Just to let you know, Mario Kart 8 DLC for F-Zero, you get both Mute City and Big Blue.
Fuck yeah, all right.
So there you go.
I might have to pick up a copy of Mario Kart 8 now,
I'm telling you, you're missing out on Mario Kart 8. You are missing out. I'm just letting you know that.
Dude, I'm a Mario Kart 64 guy, tried and true. I'm sorry, I can't. Mario Kart 64.
I'm telling
in
you.
a mood to play Mario Kart.
No, you don't.
I don't even
you don't have to be in a mood. You just be ready to hurt people. You be ready to end friendships. That's what you do in Mario Kart. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be in a mood to win.
I thought Mario Party took care of that.
Yeah,
it's not called Mario Party. It's called Mario Go Fuck Yourself.
Okay, that's a hell of a name.
Yeah, I thought Mario Party was the one that ruined friendships.
Yeah,
Mario Kart will ruin friendships. Mario Kart 8 will ruin friendships.
Anything against friendships. Yeah.
Even Mario Monopoly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and see, and we had this talk.
You got to get actual people to play Mario Monopoly.
Well, yeah, we had this talk before about Mario Kart. I said the best Mario Kart for me was the SNES version. So yeah, and they're talking.
I'm not going to knock anybody for the SNES game at all. I'm not going to do that.
So
mine would be the 64.
Well,
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, got another one.
Well, speaking of cars, all right, we are on our alternative news now. Speaking of cars, Tesla owner decides to blow up his car with dynamite when faced with the $22,000 bill.
What the fuck? Are we back in the Wild West again? This is what we're gonna fucking do.
Gun Hill Road.
I'm sorry. He did what now to do what?
He blew up his car with dynamite. Because
why didn't you just go to the local gun store and get a bomb and at least do something fucking good?
He blew up his car with dynamite.
Okay, this is a Tesla owner that did
this?
Yes,
a Tesla owner. Yes.
Well, actually, I don't blame him because Tesla. Fuck.
So much for that.
A Tesla owner decided to blow his own car up with dynamite.
Yes. Yes.
So much for that season pass for protecting your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well,
what was he hoping to achieve?
He didn't want to pay the bill.
Maybe.
He didn't want to pay the bill. That's all it is.
Pay the bill? He didn't want to pay a fucking bill?
Yeah. Well, it was $22,000. So I mean, hey.
Yeah.
My car blew up.
So wait. So somebody just said they were like, "I will pay your bill if you blow your car up."
No, he wouldn't pay the bill, so he decided to blow the shit up.
So the repo guy couldn't come get it.
No,
nope. Like here, it's all in pieces.
No, yeah,
right. Can't play for it now.
It's still gonna hit your credit.
Yeah, well, this is what he decided to do. That's just the first.
So he achieved nothing.
No, he achieved nothing. He achieved nothing but a satisfaction of boom. That's it.
He got nothing.
God damn it, dude! I swear, people are
stupid. Yeah.
I'm doing that Tony Stark face, the GIF where he kind of like rubs his hand all over his face and like complete like disbelief.
Well,
I'm doing the Jackie Chan meme when he has his hand up.
I'm telling you, we got news. For those who don't know, Florida man, here we go. Florida man.
That's what we don't need.
Some say
Florida man has been busted with cocaine and meth bags wrapped around his penis.
Fuck's sake.
Define the definition of fucking crack
off his penis. Man.
Why?
Somebody died in the chat.
I have a question for people that live in Florida. Why?
Why?
Yeah. Why do you exist?
Why?
Why do you exist?
Well, we have more news because Florida man.
Epson's in chat. So
Here we go.
For Florida man.
Florida man charged with buying Lamborghini, Rolex, Louis Vuitton, more with COVID relief money. He got $2.1 million in loans. Now, the poll was, and this is the poll, I had asked people, what would you do if you had these loans yourself? I said, you can spend it, stash it, or send it back. 17% can say, again, I applaud y'all for y'all honesty. You know what? Before I even get started, round of applause for y'all honesty. Seriously, round of applause for y'all honesty.
I'm curious about this honesty. I want to hear this honesty.
17% said that they would spend it. 53,
rebels.
Right?
Spend it, okay, as in spend it for what it's intended to be used for, or
just spend it in general. But 53% said to stash it. 30% said to send it back. Now, for those who don't know, this guy's been caught along with a number of his friends, and now the government they're looking restitution of $4.2 million, I believe.
So, as they should.
So yeah, that's double what they spent. So there you go.
Take the fucking car back. Take the Rolex. Take the clothing.
Yeah, he could have blew up the car. All right, he could have. All right.
That is, oh god.
You should have blew a house up, Joy House boss. Then you can't get anything then.
Well,
you're absolutely right. He could have totally fucking blown up the car. Still wouldn't have got him anything.
But we have more news from Florida man. Oh my god, Florida man. Florida man falls off bike and accidentally stabs himself with sword.
What the fuck was he doing carrying a sword in the first place?
Oh no!
He was trying to get on the...
What was he doing? Was he doing like that kind of self-owned to where like he sticks the sword into the front wheel?
I don't know. But he stabbed himself while falling off a bike.
Final destination.
I don't understand. I just don't get it anymore. But we have more news.
Put the sword.
I don't know.
Is this in 2021 or?
No, this is up to date stuff. I'm telling you, Florida man.
Man, we're starting 2020 with a bang, man.
It is like literally with a bang, blowing up cars. Florida man. Oh my god. Florida man has been involved in a fight in flight over masks. That's right. Now, for those who don't know, this man was actually arguing with this. Oh, no. I got to do, but no. Y'all haven't heard. So y'all have to hear the interview with Florida man. This one's actually, he's more of a hero in this, if you ask me. All right. He has to be. So let's listen to the actual thing that's being said. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Upon takeoff, Russell Miller didn't expect a Christmas in the trenches.
Flight was great, except for the incident.
Video that the FBI is reviewing as part of their investigation and that has now been seen millions of times on Twitter shows what happened after Patty Cornwall sarcastically asked a flight attendant if she was Rosa Parks. They'd asked her to sit in another seat during beverage service.
The analogy was terrible.
He says most of the videos taken by other passengers and that he sent to the FBI show the last 2 minutes of the maybe 3-minute altercation, during which flight attendants tried to keep both calm.
Sit down, Karen.
I've seen the videos. I know that these people that do this are called Karens. My grandsons and my nephews are giving me props that I knew what the
hell's
word
going
meant.
on down there.
We can't let you hear some of the other words they used during the incident,
somebody
in which they were also
please tell
arguing
me?
over masks. But she took exception to at least one of those words.
And she smacked him.
You're going to jail. That's assault. You're going to jail.
You're going
Punch
to
didn't
jail
hurt.
now.
Number 2, the spit I didn't like, but it didn't hurt. Yes, the scratch on my face hurt.
After
And
Cornwall was restrained, the former bit part actor on Baywatch was indeed met by police in Atlanta and charged by the FBI in this document for assault on an aircraft.
Yeah, I'm kind of relieved that my cousin's moving away from Florida back here to Texas.
The fact that it has been seen worldwide by millions of people doesn't change anything for him.
I'm very
I would do
relieved
everything
on
the
that.
same way again. The flight attendant didn't need to take it. I'm a man. I can take it. I honestly didn't think it would go down the way it did. Maybe if I'd have known it was going down the way it did, I might have changed my mind, but no.
He is already planning another flight to Atlanta.
He's already planning another flight to Atlanta. Already. Oh my God.
Wow.
So Florida Man said, you know what? Nah, I gotta do better. Round of applause for Florida Man. Oh my God!
Thank you, Florida Man. You never seem to
never disappoint. Never
amaze
disappoint.
us ever so much.
He said, "Sit down, man."
Please continue.
Oh my God!
Your service for the rest of humanity.
Thank you for your service. Is that what you want to say? Oh my God!
You may not see it, but I am saluting Florida Man.
We need a Florida man that's like. Is there a Florida man like John McClane?
Florida Man is John McClane. He is. At this point, oh my God! But there's
you know
more.
what? I'm surprised nobody's actually made a comic book series called Florida Man. You know what? Something needs to get on
I'm
that.
sure there's a movie being made about Florida Man somewhere, or a documentary being made.
A comic book run, man, because you would have endless stories.
Hold on, now you're gonna make me pull it up. Hold on, let's see if there's a movie coming out. Florida Man movie. Let's see.
TV series, isn't it?
There's one that came out in 2015. No. Florida Man movie 2021. Yes, there is one coming out. Netflix is doing the series. There is one coming out.
Oh my God.
Netflix better.
Yeah. It's called
man.
Florida Man. Oh my God. Netflix. There you go. So
you gotta do it like as Borat though. You gotta do it as Borat, and you gotta make it serious.
I'm just saying
Serious, but
we should be on that show. I'm sorry, but we cover the most Florida Man news ever in any pod ever in the history of podding. You can't tell me that we don't. And I put it like this: we have more news. Florida woman now. Florida woman. She admits to poisoning her boyfriend because he wouldn't shut up. What the fuck? This is not what you do. This isn't what you do.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, the graphic novel.
No.
Yeah, I see the graphic novel.
Florida Man does have a graphic
novel.
Florida Man has his own graphic novel, people. Oh my God!
The cover says a hilarious new graphic novel.
Well, look up like
boy
this.
riding on a damn crocodile.
He's riding on a crocodile. Round of applause for riding on a crocodile. Round of applause.
The link to the chat so they can check it out.
It's an Indiegogo too.
Damn it.
Well, in more news, people, we don't know. It's actually in. You know what? I got to go there. I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to talk about my girl, Britney Spears. I am sorry for what we're known.
It's Britney, bitch.
Britney Spears. For those who do not know, Britney Spears shares full frontal nudes on Instagram, and I am for it. Round of applause for Britney Spears. Yes, and more. Yes. You have to. Yeah.
It's like what?
Live free, walk free, man.
And people were saying
side bits is that there's a little bit of the censorship and it's like,
well, people are saying that her emancipation isn't going right. I think it's going well. I think that
she's free as a bird now. Nothing, no conservatorship or all. Like she's totally able to be herself now, I guess.
I think that, I mean, I wish that they had removed the stars, but, that were, blocking her nipples and everything. But, hey, it's okay.
Yeah, I think those stars are kind of offensive. I think they should just get rid of them.
They're offensive? Stars are offensive now?
Yeah.
Well, in more news, but yes, we love Britney on the show. Thank you, Britney. We appreciate everything you do for us, Britney.
It's Britney, bitch.
Thank you, Britney.
Go back to making music.
Yeah, she doesn't even need to make music anymore. She don't need to. But like this,
she lives in Vegas now. She just stage shows in Vegas now.
Yeah,
that's how she makes her money.
Yeah. So with that said, a woman has rang, and this is in Ben's neck of the woods. A woman rang 999 because her boyfriend wouldn't kiss her.
I have to ask. So the 999, that is the police number, correct?
Yes, that's 911.
Emergency number.
Yes.
Yeah. So this lady decided to dial an emergency service because her guy would not kiss him.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. That's the story. I just don't understand.
You should see my face right now. It's a blank ass stare.
Oh my God. Well, in more news, and this is going to be interesting to see how people feel. Feminists think sexist men are sexier than woke men.
Sorry, what?
That didn't make no sense.
So she wants bad boys. That's what it is, really.
I will say it again. Feminists think that sexist men are sexier than woke men. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's the Twilight Zone. It's the Twilight
My brain
Zone.
just checked out. So
Is this a bitch from Earth 2?
From Earth 2, I don't know. I look, even in the chat, it's like, what? Yeah, I don't understand
Dude, no,
it either.
like you have no idea. Like when you said that, my brain just like checked out.
Yeah.
Like it's like y'all talk about fighting the patriarchy, but the patriarchy is attractive. So what? I don't understand. Like he said, fuck the patriarchy. He do look good though. Like, what?
Hey, bitch! I love you, bitch.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I just don't. But we have more news. I'm gonna say Florida woman again. Florida woman. Wait. What the chat saying? Are we talking tattoos? I don't know. But Florida woman.
I don't know about that.
Burns down.
No idea.
She burns down a psychiatric hospital and took a selfie with it.
Fucking dumb bitch.
What the fuck, dude? Why? You just implicated your own dumbass for doing that.
It seems like that's the thing today. Everyone is implicating themselves today. Antonio Brown did it. Rubino did it. Now this woman did it.
Hey, I'm live on Instagram. Hey, I just burned a building. Just don't say anything to the police.
It's a Florida woman.
Look at Instagram filter on it and everything.
Well, it gets worse. I'm telling you now,
like,
it gets worse from here on out. It gets worse because speaking of fire, an Australian man. I really should have a thing for Australian man. Australian man.
Competitor.
Yeah, he's a new competitor. A new challenger enters the fight. Australian man douses himself in gasoline and sets himself on fire, ranting against COVID vaccines.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Speaking about Florida woman, I posted in the chat.
I'm just.
That's not going to do anything.
Well, I'll say this: he definitely took care of his COVID problem.
Yeah.
He's definitely not.
No, he's not. No,
you're not getting me, COVID.
No, he's not dead. It took them a while. It took them a while to get him together, but he's not dead. But
he's not going to be the same again.
No, he is now officially a burn victim.
I'm trying to figure out what does setting yourself on fire have to do with COVID vaccines? I'm trying to figure this out. What does that help? It doesn't help shit.
I guess burning off the germs.
I don't know.
He definitely did that, but at the same time, he also probably implicated himself on that too, because now his body's going to be like a lot weaker.
Well,
his dick won't work now.
Well, that's the first thing you go to.
A lot of it probably isn't going to work now.
Yeah, I would say that's the first thing you went to was his dick. What? Wait a minute.
He burned his whole body. I mean, look what happened to Dennis Reynolds when he got shot in the head.
But still, he said, I'm burned, but dick still worked. I got shot, but my dick still worked. So, right, that's how it works. Dick still worked. Yes, I guess.
I guess.
Well,
that's the first thing Dennis Reynolds said. Does my dick work? Doctor said no, and he said kill me.
Well, there's more. We have more news, and this
maybe
is
he's trying to channel his inner Deadpool.
I don't know, but we have some more news. Australian man again cannot leave Israel for 8,000 years over unpaid child support. How much child support do you owe? You gotta stay 8,000 years. I don't understand that. Oh my God! Look, the chat says it's a hell of a sterilization.
So what happens? So what happens after he goes and he can't continue on? It's like does it go on to the next person?
I don't know, but
you'll pay your debt, son. You're dead.
Your family will pay the rest of your restitude for the rest of their lives.
But the chat is saying use condoms, everyone. Use condoms. There's condoms. Like, Can't pay child support. I don't get it. I just don't. Oh my god. But we have more news.
Why did they even need to put a number onto it? I mean, that's, nobody lives for 8,000 years.
Let's
hard
cap
pay
it at
restitution for life.
Hard cap at 8,000. It'll be fine.
Might as well just have one of those stupid, what's it called?
As Frank Reynolds would say, flush that shit down the drain.
Well,
if you're pregnant.
Well, damn. See, now you're going too far. Now, see, there you go too far.
Yeah.
Now you're showing your misogyny there.
Yeah.
We got to cancel you.
But
I'm just quoting what Frank Reynolds said. He's one of the best.
Well, we have more news. A dead man's family sues police because cop knocked him off a bike 3 years ago.
What?
3 years ago.
3 years?
3 years ago.
So,
mind you, the guy who died.
died.
The guy who died was shot in front of like a supermarket. I mean, a convenience store or something. But that has nothing to do with the cop, though. It was like 3 years ago.
3 years.
So 3 years ago, hey, I fell down. Next 3 years, I'm gonna be the one that shoots you, boy.
Well,
Is that what we're gonna say?
I don't know.
I just don't. I don't understand this. This makes no sense.
None of these news articles make sense. You know that. None of them do.
I know. This kid in my brain was going.
So, next one. 90 Day Fiance. Now, this is an update because we talked about her last pod. All right, selling farts in jars. We talked about this. All right, I don't know who the fuck y'all are. Look, y'all freaks out there. I don't know who the fuck y'all are paying for farts in jars, but y'all got issues. Y'all got some serious issues.
Like I'd get help.
All right.
Man.
But 90 days.
Seriously, you need to get some damn help.
But yeah, 90 Day Fiance star retires from selling farts in jars after a heart attack scare. That's right. She was farting.
No, that's
so
not a heart
much.
attack. It's a fart attack.
It's a fart attack. She was farting so much to try and fill her orders that she ended up giving herself a heart attack. That's right. That's where we're at right now. What is life at this point? What is life?
That bitch must have had a lot of baked beans for her to be fucking passing gas like that.
I don't understand how I gotta fill these orders. I gotta make sure that I blow my ass out. Like you gotta be kidding me.
My ass don't work no more.
I'm just saying.
My ass is tired.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, my ass is tired.
It just doesn't make. It don't make any sense. It don't.
Like
the new Assy McGee.
I got away with like she could have just done the most massive, easiest thing in. Just put fucking Gedja and just close it.
Well, here's the thing as well, though.
Or just not do it at all.
How about not fart in a jar? How about that?
How about just put it in the jar?
Because you know that some people got some shit speckles in those jars.
Yeah, you know they did.
As a little extra.
Yeah. But on top of this, she has decided, and it's gonna hate. Everyone's gonna start hating this. She's decided to try and make her fart art into NFTs.
Well,
didn't learn the lesson, did she?
She didn't learn a lesson. Didn't learn anything.
No, instead of fart, she's just gonna fart. She's just gonna fart in the air, and that's sad. Okay.
In her fart.
This is like this. But this is the same thing as just saying a banana is fucking ass. That's not ass.
But now she's calling it fart art. Like, I'm done. Like,
you're just not calling it fart?
No.
No, this has to be a question. How can you...
F-art? F-art.
How can you make art with an unseeable gas? How?
Because
I could take a dump on the ground, take a photo of it, and call it an NFT.
Yeah,
people would buy it.
Because people are stupid. That's why. These people are stupid.
Fuck this new generation. I swear.
You can make an NFT
you're buying fart in the jar.
You could take a picture of a goddamn stick on the ground and call it art. Say it's an NFT.
If you're buying fart in a jar, you're already behind the gun. There's already something wrong. All right, and then to do this, man, oh my god. But let's move on.
Yeah, with this whole NFT bullshit going on, you know what? I hope this whole market gets saturated so bad to where they can't fucking sell a thing.
I just thought I was just gonna do Fatcoin. I thought that would have been more fucking profitable than this NFT shit.
These people should do their safety policies for things like this. I don't think they do. I hope so.
No,
But I don't think
Here's a better question: how the fuck did it get through like customs and all that stuff?
I don't know.
Exactly.
illegally.
It just,
You
I mean,
can't
you can't detect
You can.
gas in a jar. I guess it doesn't fog up. So I don't know.
I'm guessing.
I mean,
Shit, I mean-
wouldn't that be considered like a chemical weapon or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Technically,
Flammable.
Because you can. Yeah, because flammable.
It's considered methane, right?
yeah.
Methane
it would
gas?
be. It would be.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
depends how potent her fart is, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really getting into this because I don't want to even think about it. All right.
Let's just
Must
say
get
she
a
got
lot
the
of fucking
idea
meat,
from that
too.
fucking Belle Daphne bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
Raise yourself.
everyone is saying that, but I think that she just got it on her own. I think that she got it on her own. But in more news, a teacher who stalked kids online for LGBTQ club responds to backlash. She tries to say that everything is tongue in cheek and it was just a joke. I don't think that stalking
No, it
kids
isn't.
is a joke.
No, that wasn't no joke.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not.
You're gonna claim innocence as soon as your ass got caught. That's what that is.
Look, okay, I didn't mean to stalk my next door neighbor. He just looked at me the wrong way.
Oh, really?
I didn't
Okay.
accidentally send a photo to my next door neighbor. You know what I mean? He just
People
looked at me
are
the
unwell.
right way.
I mean, if you haven't realized this week, people are unwell, very unwell, and they just are.
Lockdown has really changed people.
It really has. It
And
has.
it's not either. It's not for the better.
And in our last bit of news, girl who's 10 years old dies from online challenge stopping the flow of oxygen, which can get you high. That's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Who is this? Like another TikTok challenges or something?
It was a TikTok challenge, I believe, and
TikTok needs to fucking.
It's not TikTok's fault. It's people who are doing that
Who are
stupid
doing
shit
it on
that are getting
TikTok.
other people to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the best
Not-
way to
it's not
stop this
TikTok.
shit would be to get rid of TikTok at this point.
What they need to do is TikTok needs to get involved and delete and ban that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something because this gonna really lead to a lawsuit.
Well,
Somebody said Herbert from Family Guy.
Yeah,
With the paper boys
with the
stalking. He's
stalking.
Like, oh, we got
This-
some
yep.
good news.
Yep, it's the same thing with this teacher. Yep, it's the same thing. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I can remember fucking Herbert and fucking Star Wars.
Well, with that said, we
Somebody
have.
asked when are you signing up for TikTok event?
I'm not signing up for TikTok. I'm staying away from TikTok. There's no reason
He'll
why
do
I
it
should
if
be
you
on
get given
TikTok.
6 million
There's
views.
no reason for me to be on TikTok. What do you want me to see? I do a bunch of goofy ass dances and with some captions? Nah, man, I'm not down with that. I
need you to do some work.
I barely don't even want to be on Twitter. Y'all have me on Twitter. I don't even want to be on that.
No, the only time a vent will be on TikTok if it's FemWriter. That's it.
And now they want me to be a VTuber.
Yeah. Or the day that hell freezes over.
No one wants me to be a VTuber. It wouldn't go well. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't. You know what I mean?
A feature of TikToker. We need it.
Because I would just, it would be the same, I would run the same type of gauntlet with a VTuber. I would be an anime girl who just curses out everyone. That's all.
With the looks of FemWriter. With the looks of FemWriter.
And that would be the same. It would be the same thing over and over. So yeah, this indie VTuber event, my life. No, I'm good. I'm way too old for the VTuber thing. I think yeah, But with that said, we still have weekly picks to do, gentlemen. Who wants to go first?
Sure, we'll do weekly picks.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I actually started playing it again. Metroid Dread.
Okay, there you go.
Metroid Dread. Fantastic game. I think it should be the game of the year, but it wasn't. It's a fantastic game.
That's it, huh? It's a fantastic. Okay.
And if you can, support the game, buy the game. Don't put on your pirate hat and sail the seven seas. The game deserves every cent.
Yeah, it really does. It's been a long time since Metroid had a game.
Okay. So somebody said it's a good game, and they get overwhelmed by the map and the map. I understand that. But it's also a very good entry level into the game as well. I mean, it's got classic difficulty to it. Yes, the game can be frustrating at times. And that's the other thing too, is that the game doesn't kind of hold your hand and tell you where to go. So you kind of have to use that classic mentality
like the original Metroid.
You know, just aimlessly walk around. It's not like, where it's Metroid Zero Mission that kind of tells you go here, or Fusion go here. It's it's a little bit more. You got to kind of think on your feet.
Yeah.
Oh, the backtracking's always been a part of
Metroid. It's always been. Yeah.
No, there's no. I mean, you can unlock a harder difficulty at the end of it, but that's really all you get. And then you get some. You can unlock artwork,
which you can get for free.
But other than that, I mean, like, it's pretty much more or less. It's classic Metroid in all its entirety.
That continues the story.
That's just a little bit more difficult than the previous games. I will say this: the Emmys can be a little annoying. But I mean, it's just how the game is. You just play and start to, have to, understand patterns and figure things out. Like it's classic Metroid in all its entirety.
Okay. Well, not bad. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, go ahead.
Even though this was a tough one for me because Steam's had a holiday sale during fucking holidays, and I brought mad shit.
Okay.
So, besides me playing Mass Effect, my weekly pick will be
Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay.
No. No.
You just had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Why?
This is it's a Steam game called Mass Builder.
Oh, Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay.
No, it's called Mass Builder. It's a pretty fun game. It's pretty much a Gundam Breaker meets Armor Core.
Okay. Not bad.
And it's still in early access. I bought it. I was playing it for a while, and it's pretty fun. They really go in on the customization. Like, you customize everything.
Okay.
You can even adjust the size of your robot's arms, the head, everything.
You sure it's not called Mass Effect Andromeda? You sure?
Yeah.
I'm really sure.
Speaking about Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm gonna have to buy that. I have no choice but to buy that. Sadly, as much
you
as
can play it on Game Pass.
Fem Rider. I'm just saying, it's right there for you. It's right there for you.
Yeah, that's my weekly. That's my weekly pick.
Okay.
Mass Builder. It's a pretty fun game. Y'all should check it out.
Okay. Odin Son, you want to go next?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I'll go next. Well, there's a guy called this dickhead who says he likes to toss coins to his Witcher, and yeah, I'm gonna pick that.
Okay.
It's a fucking.
All right.
I love that. Straight up, it was really, really good. Second season, he really did a fantastic job of that fucking series.
Okay. So you picked
which
The
is
Witcher.
probably my favorite series of 2022.
Okay.
2021, let's say.
Yes, it's 2021. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So, with mine, I have a movie called For the Sake...
Mass Effect Andromeda.
No, Mass Effect Andromeda. I have one called For the Sake of Vicious. Now, this movie is brutal. I mean, we're talking like metal-type brutality. It's about...
Does it have Sid Vicious? Because you said the name of the movie was...
No, it has Sid Vicious in it. But it's about a nurse who comes home and realizes someone's broken into her house. Apparently, it's a daughter that she treated. It was the father of a daughter that she treated for rape. The father is in the house with the criminal that raped the child. So he's got him tied up and tortured. So apparently, that's not where the real fun starts. To be honest, you get the torturing scenes, but then it gets to a point where the nurse lets go of the criminal, and the criminal makes a phone call. And that's where all this shit starts happening. I'm talking brutal. We're talking hitting people in the eyes with hammers. We're talking shooting people, stabbing each other in people's knives.
Are you sure this sounds like Taken?
No, it's not. No, it's no. I know. I'm telling you, this movie is so brutal, and it's fast paced too. So shit happens really quickly, and all within this small house. So it's really interesting to see. I'm hoping that people get a chance to watch it. I saw it on Shudder, but it was definitely worth it. Definitely worth the watch. The storyline.
That one movie.
What movie?
Go on. I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of that one movie where it was about that pedophile and he got tortured and he dropped his balls off and anything made him commit suicide. Like it was one of.
This is. I know you're talking about with Ellen Page. Yeah, but no, this is nothing like it. This is. I'm going to stab you. I'm going to beat you over the head with a hammer. I'm going to use a knife. I'm going to use the back of a toilet seat. I'm going to use.
To quote Neil Leeson, when I find you, I'm going to kill you.
I'm just saying they use just about everything that's in that space, in that area. They use everything possible to hit you with, or to stab you with, or defend themselves with. Shower curtain.
Kitchen sink too?
What is it? Kitchen? No, they will actually. Yeah, they use kind of the kitchen sink. I mean, it's there to hit people with, but I mean, the torture scene.
Everything in
the torture scene starts in the kitchen. So yeah. All right. So.
God dang it.
So everything that's in the kitchen, yeah, you can deal. Yeah, it's definitely something that I would say watch if you get a chance. Like I said, it's a very fast-paced movie. So you have to also in this movie try to negate reality. So don't worry about the next door neighbors. Don't worry about, you know what I mean? Oh, there's gunshots. Shouldn't somebody hear that? No. Don't hear that shit. Not at all. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have to negate certain things that you would do in real life. You know what I mean? So
you'd have to say it's secluded.
Yeah, like you're shooting at people with the door open. You're gonna tell me nobody in the neighborhood hears that shit? Come on. Come on. Like,
that's in the countryside. No, nowhere.
So no, they're not in the countryside. No, they're not in the countryside because it's Halloween and people are trick or treating. So no.
Oh, come on. No, that's
I'm telling you, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but you have to negate reality on this one. But you get some of the most goriest, most brutal scenes I would say that I've seen in 2021. This one's a good one.
It kind of reminds me of if a kid is going saying trick or treating, they're seeing a turtle, like, oh my fucking god, I'm leaving.
Well,
so we got
I don't want to spoil it.
We got a vigilante like Neil Leeson going after the bad guy that raped his daughter.
Well, yeah, that's how it starts until the guy makes a phone call, and then it's all hell after that. I don't want to spoil it, but it's all hell after that. So yeah, that's when the real shit starts. Wow. So yeah, so it's worth it. Well, with that said, we are out of news. That's right, we have made it. I believe that we are done, and I want to thank everybody. Because let me get started here. I want to thank everyone and make sure y'all know that it's all right if we don't always disagree. I mean, if we agree with things. As you know, with the polls were different. As you know, we didn't, a lot of people didn't agree, and that's fine. That's all it's about. But we will be back next time. I want to thank y'all for coming through. And thank y'all for holding us down as usual and being fun as usual. Until then, take care of yourselves. It's going to be a kind of brutal 2022, given the fact that everything's going on. Please, what's this one? No, thank you. Oh no! It was entertaining, educational. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah. Entertaining, educational. That's what we hope to do. With that said,
we really do. Thank y'all for coming out and listen to us. Talking heads just ramble on.
Yep. But it's all good. So with that said, thank you again, and once again, take care of yourselves. We'll be back next time, and hopefully everything will be okay. Until then, we out.
And please, don't blow up your car.
Yeah, don't blow up your car. Don't do that. No. We out.